Oh wait, hold on. Get my
Okay.
notebook.
So we are
Let me get my
live
notebook.
without delaying. If anybody wants to just iterate over the important things that Laurie might have missed last session, and then we can get started.
We released Great Evil. Anything that about sums it up?
Wait, what release?
Vecra.
Okay, so I guess Julian, what was the last thing you remember about the Ember Temple?
I did watch the last episode, but I think I fell asleep. Cause the last thing I remember was you guys meeting this dude who said that he was cursed.
Yeah,
Some kind of
him.
sickness.
He went down to meet Vecra and caused Vecra to be released, and we didn't stop it.
Bill was like lying to us, or partially lying.
He released
He,
Ekra, and
he,
then what?
yeah, he had like an amulet. He got like into the tomb or into the amber sarcophagus, into the amber, and he put the amulet in there, and it didn't release Felcra, but something else came out of it. Surely, we are not sure what it is. Like the reward for him, what it seems, was dead. Like no more suffering from his disease, just being dead.
That's what was released. Oh, it's up in the chat just a little bit about.
Give her a little kiss, Julia.
Yes.
So we were watching all this transpire from the upper floors of the Ember Temple, putting us here. Julian, I'll put your token down so you can rejoin us. Over yonder. So I will let you guys sort of come up with a party plan where you guys want to continue off from last time. Still within the Ember Temple.
With having Bill like dead in front of me, I'll just check if he has anything else that he was, keeping back from the party. Any other items on his person?
Among his tattered, burnt vestments, you find. Let me check. It'll take me 2 seconds just to open his sheet and check.
After that, we still need to find Vampire and Zidun.
Oh, there's more of these gods that linger about. Need to
Yes. Which way do you
possibly
want
find
to go?
some more.
Vasilica, you found a component pouch for a bunch of spellcasting components. You find within is a small crystal made of glass in the shape of a cone, almost like an icicle. You find other components. You like a pinch of dust and a few, like a vial full of water. You find what looks to be a feather of some sort that has been well preserved. It seems to be like from some sort of a bird, like a natural feather. All other sort of arrays, you just find some bat guano in a sack. Vil was a spellcaster.
And I'll take the components if I can, especially the water. I'm assuming that he's coming here, so maybe it's holy water. So.
And then you find what looks to be like sort of like a bit of a honeycomb, but still sort of moist with honey inside. Components, spell components for the most part.
Yeah, I get it.
He did carry a dagger on him. Seems mundane, but sharp. And that is all that he carried upon his poxed body.
I won't take the dagger, so we'll let it be.
You guys already cast Detect Magic to see if you had anything magical on it?
Yes, when I met him, I had Detect Magic on, and the only thing that was pulsating was his amulet.
Was the amulet destroyed, or do we not know?
It merged with the amber, or what it, but all disappeared
It
into the
merged
amber.
with the amber. Okay.
Mhm.
If this place has any semblance of what's it called?
The vault.
Like its layout. There should be on the other side of the hallway
Agreed.
here. There should be more amber.
Agreed. I would also imagine there's more amber further into the temple. In general, vaults have more powerful things left in the back. Further distance to carry them out. But the side then? And I will start making my way to the side.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Ezekiel, you watch the rest of your party disappear into darkness. Do you follow?
Yep.
Cool.
Let's go follow them.
You return to the overlook here in the central chamber of this temple. And just bear with me here. Big place. Instead of clicking part 4 of this dungeon, I clicked session 4 and I jumped all the way back in my notes. That was fun. As a general reminder, it's a 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with this shattered railing that overlooks the vast temple. The floor is made of these black marble, the same as the staircase at the end of each of the balcony, that descend 30 feet down to the temple floor below. Above, the vaulted ceiling is maybe 30 feet above you guys.
While we have the drift globe, I'm gonna take out a torch and light one, just to give myself some more vision.
Do we want to cast daylight, or do we think there would be a reason that we need to be sneaky around here?
We would hold. We may need that later.
Okay.
Once we encounter something potentially through that, give yourself the ability to see. But for now, we don't need to consume limited resources while exploring. And I'll look back. Kaz, Basilica, you guys coming?
Yes, I'll come. For some reason, my vision is none. Okay.
Oh, that's because I'm walking with them and taking the globe with me.
Where are you, Vasilka?
No, I have it back. Yes, it was completely dark at the beginning.
Okay. Ramirez, go ahead and roll me a perception check since I just read in chat that you're keeping a look for more enemies. Well, I just remember, just think things out loud because I don't read chat that often. 15 perception check. You look about, and through the arrow slits to the west, you can see a dancing green light. It's very familiar. You've already encountered the same green light that was wreathing the skulls, and it's coming from like these arrow slits over yonder.
Didn't we say before that we believe that you saw, I think, in a vision that Strahd got his power from someplace underground, downstairs?
Yes, Strahd got his power from within here. There's a room with 3 of these amber coffins. It's bigger than the one we saw. One of them was Vampire, the being that gave him his power.
So what are we waiting for? Let's go downstairs and look for those at the bottom floor.
My roll 20 crash, but I'll be keeping up the party just while it's loading.
So I think we have more of those flaming skull things down this hallway somewhere. So the arrows, we should be careful.
Does
We
anybody
encountered a
else react to
very
what Ezekiel just said?
powerful-
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Wait.
the further we go down into this place, the more evil we're gonna come across, and if we can find anything here, it's only gonna help us later down the road, and getting to the vampire, wherever he may lay.
I don't think there's anything good that we're going to be finding around here. And I think the longer we delay looking for what we're actually here for, the less likely we are to achieve it. We already ran into one extremely powerful golem up here. Who knows what else we're going to find. We don't want to deplete all of our fighting capabilities before we've achieved our goal and then not be able to reach it.
That's a good point.
Yes, there's reason to that. The question is there additional resources on the side that are also useful?
Yes, Casimir mentioned that the golem or statue we found in the room downstairs may have a remote, and if we found it, it will really help in our journey. But it can be in any place in this tomb.
I suppose that complicates things. Well, do we head downstairs and try and search for things?
Fine, we can head downstairs, but on the way back, I'm still looking for what else may be in here.
I know, but the other thing is, the amber was downstairs. We were lucky that there was a hole in the floor. I mean, we could carve a hole ourselves, but that would be noisy.
Well, then,
I'm gonna go up to here.
Go downstairs then.
yeah, just go downstairs and see if there's a door down there.
Sure.
Yeah, and then that's
Descending down 3 floors, down the stairs. If you guys can huddle up, I'll push you down the bottom floor map. Vision okay?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, wait, whoops. I was taking the drift globe by accident.
Look about this facade. The walls of the temple are sheathed in amber. The doors leading from it are made of amber as well. Arched hallways studded with amber lead away from the temple to the west and the east. And flanking these exits are alcoves that hold these white marble statues of robed wizards with these pointed hats and golden staffs. Across the room you can see one of them has toppled over and lies shattered on the floor.
Well, got a couple options here. We have an open doorway here, leading to something that looks like it has webs. We have a closed doorway here, and closed doorway here.
Half the
Yeah,
map
what
look
do you
blurry
think,
for
Josh?
anyone else.
Nope.
If your connection is iffy, then you might be still loading the map layers. The map is sectioned off into little square pieces, though it renders for you faster. So, give it time and it will
Gotcha.
render for you.
Yes, I see it now.
Yeah.
Before, like, one of the stairs were looking great, and then the other looked like it was in, like, 144p.
Get
So,
Google
what
Fi.
is- Oh, there's a fourth door. over here. Which of the 4 doors do you think we should take first? We want to get information from further within the temple, and would say one of the 2 at the end. One of them is open, the other one is not. We're looking for side information. Potentially that door is the one that would have corresponding to the amber that we are found.
We know the door to the west might possibly yield other gods trapped in amber. There's more gifts. And we're gonna need them.
Is this a hallway?
Yeah, that's where we came from.
We've been there. That was
This is
where
where
we
we
we've
killed
been through
the
there.
rats.
That's where we killed the rats.
Is it? This place is a maze.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck around, find out.
Yes, that one has the magical seal on it.
Alright,
I
fuck it.
will actually go walk around behind the statue for a second. Just to see if there's anything interesting there.
It's the back of a statue. Are you looking for anything specific?
I was looking to see if there was a door.
Like a secret door?
Statue. A secret door to get into the statue.
Okay, cool. So exactly where you're standing, there's a secret door to get into the statue.
I feel like it's fucking with you.
Oh, yes. I'll knock and say, you should probably hide this one better. And then keep moving.
The door does not answer. Javik, looking into the room over yonder, go ahead and roll me a perception check just to see if anything catches your attention out of the ordinary, beyond the obvious. Okay, let me just scroll to it real quick. This would be the plundered. Looks to be like some sort of a plundered treasury. The many of the pots and containers in the rain have been shattered apart. You see shattered chests and all that. The amber doors that once sealed this giant stone room have been smashed. There are pieces lying amid crushed bones, armor, weapons. The ceiling here is the same height. It's vaulted 30 feet and flat, though. Not vaulted, sorry. It's like a flat ceiling 3 floors above. A 10-foot square hole in the northwest corner of the room. You see like a 10-foot square hole, like a 5 inlet inwards, in the like just northwest corner of the room. An amber golem that once stood here, like the one you just encountered, is just lying shattered in the other corner.
Okay.
It
Looks like this place has already been pillaged. Some creature, possibly. It's already a little.
Asimir has the
spider hole.
animate death spell, right?
I do.
He didn't cast it on the man that we killed.
No. So what was that, Javik?
No, I was just telling everyone what was in the room. They're like giant spider webs and just looks pillaged. The shattered golem doesn't look like this yields much.
Just looks like somebody has fought here, and looking around the room, you can see the remains of just pulverized bones and such. If anybody made it into this room, there's not much that remains of them, as it just lies strewn on the floor.
We're going to go in and climb to that indent you saw. See if there's anything in that.
I'm actually gonna come right here,
Sure.
and then I stop, and then I want to. I will. I have 3 charges. I'll use the wand. See if there's anything in here. The wand of secrets.
The one of secrets activates for the second time today, and using up the charge points your hand toward that indent that I've described before, the 10-foot square hole in the northwest corner.
Okay. For some reason, oh, that's why. Okay. He just puts the wand back into like his little, chest pouch or whatever. He's gonna slowly walk over, just kind of looking where he's stepping. He looks up around the room, with his already perception, and then he'll just kind of ready just to be case if it's some kind of like spider creature or something, and then just kind of show the wand, or excuse me, the torch into the dark opening and see what it yields.
It seems to be a 5-foot deep indent in the wall that ends at a dead end. But there's a secret that the wand is pointing out towards. Let me just, sorry, I'm just scrolling to see what is original in the module, because I think I might have missed something.
So is it on it's in the wall, you said?
Yes, it's in the wall.
Okay. Well, if you said this is a door...
I see. Alright, so not only is it in the corner, it's close to the ceiling. It's like a corner, like literal corner of the room, like up where you're looking. And it's like an indent that way.
And this is like, what, 30 feet up?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Well...
That makes more sense
You
now.
want me to check what's in there?
Yeah, grab whatever's in there.
Be careful.
Pull it out.
Scurry! I will scurry up to the thing and I will take a peek in.
Sure. Just sort of say with the same talent that you've been detecting secret doors left and right here, there's nothing on this side. But the magic of the wand does point toward it. Just no way to open it from this side.
I'll try pushing on the wall and the end.
There's no give, unfortunately.
Come back down. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem to open from this side. But
Can I try? That's 40 feet from the ground, you say?
It's
Because,
the ceiling is 30 feet from the floor, yes.
Okay.
Hold on, maybe I'm missing something. He can't get to it because of why?
So,
no,
Climbing
I
up-
can get to it.
Yeah,
It's
he
a
gets to it.
panel that doesn't open. Right, so it's very clearly a panel that would have a way to open from the other side, but I can't open
it's
from this
solid,
side.
heavy stone that is somehow magically enchanted with a secret passage. But from this side, just working with his magic hands around, no button, no levers, no way to open from the side.
Well, we'd have to go all the way back upstairs then.
Perhaps a secret exit rather than a secret entrance.
Yes. Well, so as that room is now.
I'll put a little marker to remind me.
Is there anything, like, I know this floor is all tattered and shit, but is there, like, anything, like, markings or anything under it? Or anything that yields?
I mean, the same grooves that the rest of the temple has, the same sort of cracked black marble, but no on-purpose mark. Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural
Okay, natural 20. You're 100% confident that there's no on-purpose markings in this room, just laid marble.
Okay.
Yeah, but good intuition. Scratches on the floor and such, where it was probably shattered from combat from one of those amber goblins, walking around and all that, from magic going off and whatnot.
Is it possible to do like a crime scene investigation to see like how exactly this golem met his demise and what was used? Like exactly like could I put together like, oh, it seems like there was X amount of people and this had happened.
Since you were not there in the past, it would be kind of impossible to know the exact.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have like supernatural, like fucking Sherlock Holmes powers, but you'd be able to tell that it was possibly that he got blown up by some sort of explosive force, be it dynamite or magic or something just bludgeoned it apart, and now like pieces of it remain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, suppose this door next. I will try and push these doors open.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything else in that last room before we move on?
No, I'm good. I ran out.
Okay. The way forward is blocked by a set of heavy amber doors. Drawn upon the doors is this luminescent magenta rune circles, almost like alien symbols, in a language that you don't comprehend. They are arranged in orbits of drawings of stars and other stellar images. Those of you standing close to the door, especially Ramirez standing right next to it, you can hear a gentle scratching coming from the other side. Do you still push the door without knowledge?
Hang on. Don't push it open just yet.
It's on the other side of this one. I will draw voltage and get ready to push when folks are ready.
I'm gonna draw the sunblade, and I'm gonna expand the light of the blade until it's 30 feet bright and 30 feet dim.
You got it. Changes should be applying now.
Seems to be just a little bit lackluster.
Alas, no.
Delete the grip.
It is what it is. Anybody else reading for anything else? Javik, Vasilika?
What exactly did you say that was on the doors written?
Drawn upon the doors in luminescent magenta are alien symbols in a language you don't know, arranged in orbit drawings of stars and other stellar images.
Okay, stars. Something of Zadoon, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Maybe we need to look into the tome to see if there's an answer.
Does it look like it's writing on the door, or does it look like it's symbols?
Symbols.
Looks like symbols, not words. Okay, then that doesn't work. Well, ready, guys?
The scratching intensifies from behind the door, and you can hear a little skittering voice. Come. Come. Bask in the starlight. Drink in the tears of the gods. And then something just skitters away from the door.
I will push the door open.
Okay. Pushing the door open, you see on all fours, hunched on the floor, sort of cackling all the while, is this creature staring up at you as it sort of skitters around the corner and over yonder.
Hello. Who are you?
Come. Basking starlight. Witness it.
I will move in. More of them.
Not like that.
This arched hall rises to a height of 20 feet. You can see your reflections in the amber glaze, but the images don't mirror your movements. Instead, they wave their arms and scream silent warnings to you. Turning around the corner, you will witness a bizarre sight. Let me just get to it, because here in this lower west hall, you see glistening amber coats the walls and ceiling of this enormous hall like sculpted honey, and dust covers the black marble floor. Set into the walls at a height of about 5 feet are amber ledges lined with life-size alabaster statues of cats, frogs, hawks, owls, rats, ravens, snakes, toads, weasels. Many of the statues have fallen off their perches and lie shattered on the floor. More bizarrely, to the north, You can see a spiraling, almost galaxy-like miasma of light, to which 4 creatures prostrate themselves before it in praise.
You say that when we get in, our reflection seems like it's speaking to us?
Not audibly,
Or-
but screaming at you silently, yes. If you're here.
Can I try to read their lips? Right? It's-
Silent warnings not to go forward.
Okay.
These guys are not bothered by sunlight.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
And can you describe those statues again?
Sure. It's almost as if somebody has petrified a bunch of familiars. Frogs, cats, hawks, other pets, all seems to be lying on the ledges. Imagine almost like somebody has paid homage to their familiars in some sort of like an Egyptian-themed tomb, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There's one to the south too.
I will kind of stand here. Hello, who are you?
Nameless we are, for we have no use for such concepts no more. Now all of our being belongs to the Radiant Ones, up in the heavens.
The Radiant Ones, do they have a name?
The seers have no names. Names are concepts of mortals, stuck upon the earth. When you ascend, you will let go of all that you are, and only that which matters remains. The mind, nameless, combined in unison across space. And they all, as one speaks, they all seem to almost mimic the voice, either in words or in cackles, intoning together. It's a cacophonous sound that seems to pervade the mind a little bit and claw at it, gnaw at it.
Looks like they're not bothering anyone. They're just
Yes.
prying to whatever it is they're prying to. Let's look through these doors for what we're looking for.
Yes. I suppose I have a question. As you seem to live in this temple, do you know where Vampire is?
At the mention of the name, they heed no mind to it. Too focused. The corpse star? Why? But he's right there! And they point toward the light. Toward one of the orbiting objects. The thousands upon thousands in this image. Watching?
Not trapped in Amber. Did you free him?
He is trapped in Ember, but his essence reverberates beyond its reach. You cannot contain the star. Seems to be some sort of an essence of it.
Yes.
Um,
Curious, as he's trapped in Amber, although we can't fully contain him. Do you know where that Amber is?
All answers within the light. Come, bask in it.
I don't think that's a good idea, Ramirez. Let's just ignore them for now.
while Mira's talking, I'm gonna poke my head into these doors over here.
Sure.
And I will be kind of staying, deliberately keeping myself between these guys and the rest of the party,
But locking door.
including Seneca.
Just bear with me here. I know I should have experimented with a new door mechanic, actually, but that's something for next session, I guess. Did I open a door for you, Javik?
Yes.
Okay. Looking into this chamber, you see furnishings made of ancient, colorless wood have collapsed under their own weight and now lie covered in cobwebs and dust. It's good cover, in case something is about to hit a fan.
Just looking around, I guess thinking if anything in like magical appears, or if there's any like creatures hiding within here. Like, well, yeah, I guess I'll just say that. Why can't I move?
Because you're stuck in the wall.
Oh. Yeah. No. Okay, fuck it. He has this. Yeah, going in, I guess I'll just start rummaging through, see if there's anything left in here, of any evidence of what's going on in the hall, any beings or creatures that are...
When you opened the
dwelling.
door, you've actually made an arc of dust, which is evident this door has not been opened in like at least months.
Oh, okay.
You're making footprints in dust as you're walking around.
Yeah, there's nothing in here then.
Okay. Next
No,
door.
actually, yeah. I was gonna say I was gonna use clairvoyance on the other door, but I already used it.
It's once per day or
Yeah, once per
proficiency. Okay.
short rest, short or long rest.
Okay.
Unlock this door.
I'm gonna do the.
Okay. Another door lies before you, unlocked. Entering this room, you are greeted to... Again, sorry, bear with me here. Big dungeon means that rooms are put in all sorts of positions all over the place.
Yeah, no problem.
This room, once a bedroom, littered with broken furnishings scattered about the room, are the remains of beds, wardrobes, 2 trunks, 3 tall candlesticks, a desk, a bookshelf, and several chairs. Torn up books, old quill pens, and tattered cloth are also strewn about. There is a difference in this room from the last, where the back of the room, along the floor, this familiar mist, the same Barovian mist, but maybe a little bit darker, almost like risen ash, just sort of swirls toward the back of the room, away from your torchlight.
And it's just kind of like just doing its little misty thing, where it just kind of just lingers and just
slowly working its way across the floor, away from your torchlight. As you enter, it's literally pressing itself against the wall.
Okay.
Tom, how tall are these things?
Which ones?
All of them? Are they not the same height?
What are these things?
The purple star things.
They're about your height, the orb size of your head. He's talking about the orbs upon
shadows?
pedestals.
Should they be emitting shadows?
I'm confused. Why should they be emitting shadows?
Because they're like us. I guess not.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Door behind them. Can my character see the door behind it?
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering if they would be big enough that they would be hiding the doors.
They're your size, and doors are vaulted and 10 feet high each. These tall slabs.
Okay.
So, I guess panning the camera back and forth between everybody's doing their own thing. Javik, anything to do with the fog?
No, I would just let it sit. It seems like there's some kind of foul entity in here, and then I'll just start making my way back out and close the door behind.
Okay, the last thing you see as the door closes behind you is the rest of the fog sort of maneuvering itself toward the center of the room and coalescing into a mass, and the door closes.
I'll be ritual casting detect magic while the guys are doing this.
Each one of the purple magenta orbs is emanating a strong magical essence. Is there a reason why you can't move your token, Ivan?
Yeah, it's like the roll 20 is collapsing on my side, and every time I open my character sheet, it's sending me to character monster. So I'm not sure if it
You can
blew
exit
up
out of
or
the
it's
character mancer, but like you can exit out of that.
Okay, let me opt out of it. Yeah, my character sheet is empty now, so I'm not sure if my internet connection or something happened to the
Well,
character sheet.
you're fine on Discord. Let me just check it myself real quick here.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see your bio and info page.
Yeah, your character sheet is fine. It's not empty. You might need to restart Roll20, but I just want to see where your token is at when you're asking me questions regarding proximity of you to other magical objects. From where you're standing, sort of passing through the arches, there's a strong magical essence coming from what appears to be like an astral portal of some sort toward the north. But then as you approach your teammates, aside from their gear, there's not much else essence in proximity. Let me just check how far it reaches. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind as you're channeling that still. Panning camera back to Ezekiel then. You were saying something about checking the door?
I was double checking that we could see these doors behind the pedestals.
Yep.
But yeah, if you want to check it out. There's also another pathway here, but it looks like it leads back upstairs.
Not necessarily a bad thing. It gives you something useful to see.
How heavy is this thing? Can I push it out of the way?
Do you touch it?
Good
I
question.
don't know. Maybe you use telekinesis. I don't know. With this party, do you touch it? How do you push it? What you see is an 8-pointed star-like pedestal rising to your height. Then the orb seems to be sitting in a spiked iron holder, round with spikes coming out of it in all sides. And the orb seems to be pulsing, undulating with the same light that is coming from the astral, sort of spiraling galaxy behind you.
You guys all touch it, you know. I stand on this side of the pedestal and I'm trying to push it to the side.
Push the pedestal or the orb?
The pedestal.
The pedestal is secured to the floor. A piece of heavy rock that is part of the floor rising out of it. It is like pushing a sconce. Brazier, rather. That's like just melded to the marble. It's quite heavy. You might need help.
You think they'll be mad if we break this thing?
I mean, yeah, probably. Why not have Casimir see if there's anything that he can do with the orb? He's proficient with magic. Maybe he can see into something that we can't. Is Casimir willing to touch the orb? Or does he have anything to kind of like help identify the orb?
I could try identifying it. I have the spell prepared, but I will not touch the thing. No, it is not wise. One moment. And he approaches it, and he's gonna go ahead and use a first level spell slot to cast Identify on the object. Identifying it as a Waygate stone, which acts as one node of many to sort of teleport around the room and reposition. If you were to speak the activated word on it, should it be destroyed, it is also containing essentially a glyph of warding to explode outwards with force, same as the amber doors that you sort of destroyed before.
Oh,
Well, then it's a good thing you didn't
these
move
could be
it.
weapons.
it's also like a teleporter. That one, it's just hard to say where it's going, but hopefully it's going to the other side of this
Well,
wall or that door.
wait, why'd you say it was a good thing I didn't move it?
Is that a glyph of warding?
The glyph of
It
warding
was.
doesn't go off if it's moved. It said it goes off if
It's a condition. It has a condition. Guild of Wardings. One of the conditions can be it being moved.
Would the identify spell tell us what the conditions are?
Yeah, I said when the orb gets destroyed, it bursts out with same as the Ember Doors. When you guys destroy the Ember Doors, they burst out with the same sort of destructive force.
Okay, so we can move it safely. And I'm pretty sure moving it would also remove the glyph of warding, so... Once it's moved, it'll be fine. Or
Just
actually,
push the
it might
orb
not
and
literally have the
teleport.
spell on it.
What's the type of door that's behind this?
Same Ember unmarked door that you saw with the other Ember sarcophagi chambers.
Just super, just solid as shit.
So, well, I mean, looks like it, yeah.
Okay, fuck this. I'm gonna touch the orb. I'm gonna get teleported.
Okay, you hold the orb, you take it off the pedestal. It is now, like, sort
You
of
have to
in your
take it off?
hands. Well, it's, again, the orb is resting on an iron ring. It spikes upwards, but the orb itself, sort of like a glass crystal orb, can be taken off the pedestal and held in hands.
Oh, I thought I just had to, like, touch it, and then it just does whatever.
The identification spells told you that you need the magic word to activate this effect. Same as any magic item. There's a verbal component.
Is that written on the, like the brazier, the pedestal with the...
You look around, aside from these Cthulian alien markings and orbital shapes, there's not really any writing in any language that you recognize. Even if you don't understand the language, you just recognize that there's no, like, runes or letters. It's just more of these, like, glyphical round shapes.
Zelka, we should head over towards them.
You guys have any ideas for moving the pedestal without breaking it, or?
Not really.
Even if you move the pedestal, you're still not going to be able to get past that door. It's solid.
I'm gonna.
You don't think
So
you can
the
open it?
pedestal. So there's a door above the pedestal, right?
There's a door behind it.
Yeah, but the pedestal isn't as tall as the door. So I'm gonna go up on the wall and try and push the door open gently.
Okay, same as the other Ember sarcophagus chambers, this door is made of solid amber, heavy slab that does not get pushed outwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're holding the orb in your hand, it's growing colder and colder. Now away from the brazier, it's like there's a vacuum of space inside it, and you just feel the temperature drop change.
You think we could use the orb to blow the door open? We just need to, like, stand far away and then throw it. And then hopefully blowing the door open will also just get rid of this thing out of the way.
I wanted to see if it could teleport somewhere and just make it a lot easier.
Well,
I just don't know how to
think
read
it's
that.
Wise.
Yeah, I mean, if I can't read the alien markings or even know how to pronounce them or do anything, I'm not going to be able to.
Casimir just goes, do you think that whoever put this here would simply put the activation word up on the pedestal?
Well, someone's got to move around here freely somehow.
you want
We
to go
go.
ask those people up there?
No. Go ask the creatures.
Yes.
Yeah, go ask them.
Silica, don't you have some mind reading ability?
I'm going to put the orb back on its pedestal.
Wise.
What do these orbs do? Are they be able to use them to move?
Just as we work to free the rest, we shall exhume this chamber of those trapped within the ember. Soon the seer shall arrive, and we will fulfill that long-written destiny that was cast into the heavens. only legible to those who have basked in the light. They're being vague on purpose. There's madness cackling. Yeah?
Yeah. Don't suppose you would tell me what it is. Do I have to bask in the light myself to see it?
We are but vessels. But vessels, but vessels, but vessels. To keep echoing.
Don't go into the light.
They're not telling us anything.
You're trying to have a intelligent conversation with this fanged, lipless, ever-grinning, madly staring creature. Just lopes about on its spindly legs and long arms.
When they say the light, they refer to the miasma that it's up north, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And what you say that there is a strong aura coming from those pillars around the aura. What's the school?
It would be. Let me check here.
I just want to make sure it's not like touch death, something like that. Okay.
I have to look under spells. Yeah. Bear with me. Roll20 is opening the spell from tree. It'll be abjuration.
Abjuration.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell that to you.
From each orb, and it's slow. The aura coming from the spiring sort of nova to the north. That'll be again opening spells. Would be conjuration. I don't know if that tells you anything, but that's what the information you're getting.
Okay. I'll approach to the light they are talking about.
As you approach, they sort of part way to make way for you, watching you all the while.
I'll slowly start to extend my hand to the miasma.
Okay. As you do so, your hand, being a solid object, disturbs the miasma, and it is as if dipping your hand into flowing water, the galaxy cloud flowing through your fingers, celestial objects slashing through, leaving these stains of glowing light, then reforming behind your hand as it trail all the while. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom save, if you can. I don't know if you can open your sheet.
I cannot open it. If it's okay with you, I can do it on what's the name? D&D Beyond. If not, yeah, do it for me. I'm sorry.
Would you have it on D&D Beyond? I'll roll it for you for now.
Yeah, go.
You gotta figure it out on your end, though.
Yeah.
20.
I'm trying to.
Okay. The various creatures surround you continue their mad cackles, and you maintain focus upon your task. Reaching in there, the colors are kaleidoscopical. The room seems to be shifting, and it's as if looking into a mirror broken inwards into a cone shape. Beyond it, blackness, stars. It is a portal to a far realm. And something else is looking at you through it. Cowled in a purple shawl, crystals of the color of cyan sort of spiking out of either of its shoulder, and its face, though veiled, you can see the glow beneath the hood, this mesmerizing magenta and blue, and the face itself, where the light comes from, it's like honeycombed. There are many, many light spots, and this creature reaches out and offers its hand to you. The hand itself is like 2 forefingers and a thumb, and it's completely black with these crackles of almost like lightning across the skin.
I'll extend my hand back. I'm already here.
Out of curiosity, when we saw her hand in, do we see anything happen to her?
She's still in the room. She's just reaching out into that light, basking in it, and retaining her a steady semblance of mind all the while. These creatures, with their broken, dirty nails scraping the floor and their long, pallid fingers, they sort of cackle about. You see like the bristles and spines that project from their odd flesh sort of writhe in the pleasure of her interacting with this creature. Their constant shivering and shrieking produces this discordant psychic energy that seems to disrupt thought as you're trying to maintain concentration. You see patterns in your minds, recalling memories that are being forced into your mind, fading in and out. As Basilica is urging and you're experiencing these flashes of color, hallucination, disorientating effect that comes in waves and feels like hopelessness, and you trying to find yourself again in the room, trying to find your party members, trying to ground yourself as you've momentarily reached outwards into this like aura of madness.
And Silka, you feel a arm or a hand on your arm. Well, anything useful?
I'm still in this black emptiness, or I'm back into my with my party members.
It is
After I
if
feel that.
you feel out, reaching out, you're still halfway in that other realm, but your feet are touching marble ground. You're still in the room, but you're on the cusp of reaching out elsewhere.
I'll tell Ramirez what I saw. There's something else here. Hundreds for what I felt, and I'll keep another step forward into the miasma, trying to find whatever information is inside of it completely.
The closer you are to the epicenter of the swirling mass, the closer you come to this epicenter of the spell, the closer you are about to cross the threshold into its very center. Do you step to its very center, or do you remain where you are?
I'll step to the center.
Okay. As soon as she disappears into the opalescent light, her form seems to shatter outwards in a kaleidoscopical effect, shattering outwards, and she's absorbed by the light. What you see, Basilica, is the same space in the room. Everything around you is dark, save for this like nova effect around, almost like an aurora borealis of magenta, green, and blue. At the center stands a creature, the same one cowl that I described before. I'll show you what it looks like. It's holding onto a prismatic staff that crackles with this eldritch, writhing energy around it. It stands on many legs, and you cannot see its torso. And it looks like this. I just finally found its image. Do you make first contact, or do you wait for it to speak?
I will look at its many eyes. Who are you?
I am the seer. The beginning, the end, the alpha, the omega. I am the speaker of the stars, the corpse, the icy one, death, fire. Have you come to receive my gift?
What's this gift that you offer?
Sight beyond sight. Even eyes shift and close.
I do not come from a gift, but I do offer a proposition.
It listens.
I reckon that you are trapped here as all the vestiges.
We are but projections within projections, reflections in the mirror.
I imagine you wanna cross the mirror. If you give me or my party a way of dispelling what vampire did to Strahd, the hole it got on the land, I'll give you the opportunity to cross the mirror. To get
What do you
back
specifically
into the
offer it?
world. I'm offering freedom from his prison.
I understand, but how you intend to free it?
If he knows a way, he can tell me. If not, I'll use magic to try to find the key.
If
Legend
we knew
Lord.
a way, what use would we have for you?
Not many make it to this temple, and not many are willing to free the kind of you. We have explored this land. We have gotten to the deepest of its lakes, to the top of the mountains. We have seen most of it. If you have a missing key, we can find it.
Shatter my prison, so that I may materialize here beyond just a mere mirror image. Give me my freedom, and you shall have your reward.
It's asking you to break the sarcophagus.
Okay. I'll come back to the real world, trying to focus on what anchors me to the material plane.
Fair enough. Back to your turns.
What is it?
Basilica,
What
you
did you
okay?
see?
I see an entity with plenty of limbs. It's only lives in darkness, and I offer him to come here if he gives us a way to free the shackles of Strahd, whatever is holding the land. And he said that for us to do it, we should shatter the amber.
We believe him.
I believe he wants to be free. And he doesn't have much to lose by freeing Strahd. And you see that she slowly moved her hand to the mace, or to the thigh bone she has.
Well, given that we've already released one of these things, our efforts to take out Strahd,
I don't think it's a good idea.
where is this thing's sarcophagus?
Is it the center of the miasma, Tom, or I'm mistaken on that part?
The center of miasma is where you entered the diamond plane to which it spoke to you from.
Okay, so it's not here. Okay.
Yes. The more you watch these creatures, the more you realize that thanks to the four graveling sort of creatures about that have been exposed to light, they're channeling it into this chamber from beyond its amber sarcophagus as a sort of a projection, an image, a way to communicate with it without touching the amber itself. But only thanks to these creatures.
Okay. Sloth in the temple. But if we found it, I reckon he will try to fulfill his side of the deal.
We don't even know where it's at right now. We have no way of traversing these orbs that hold these stars. And there's so much more to figure out here. So what are we doing?
What does Javik want to do?
I'm just gonna go right to Vampire then.
Go for it.
Suppose we can just cause chaos, or we can go up the stairs over here, or we can try the other door.
Up the stairs is gonna bring us right to those skulls. I don't even know where these amber sarcophaguses are.
Well, with the sealed tray.
I'll
Just to point out the obvious, because there is light casting everywhere. So this door, and the one to the south where you've been, they're all made from that same solid block of amber. You don't know what's behind them, but they're all the same.
I'll talk
All
with the creatures.
All the doors here are made from solid amber. Never mind what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Trying to help you guys.
I'll
but
talk.
whatever.
Alright. I'll talk with the creatures. Like I talk with the one beyond the mirror.
We've heard. We listen. Always listening.
So, where is his amber? If he's to be released, I need to find it.
We've been trying to locate it. Came to this place. It tried to guide us. But we can't remember who we were. We ascended beyond
Just to save time, they don't know. They most you'll get out of these creatures is cackling madness, broken memories. They've already succumbed to whatever the light this is. They've been here for a while.
Got it.
I don't think freeing this guy.
Casimir just looks pissed off. He's just like, you guys are wasting time, and he's ready to blow their heads off. So you guys have to decide, like, what are you doing?
Let's say I will. Fine, either way. I will walk over. I will pick up this orb.
Okay.
And I will carry it back over this way.
Okay.
Do it. Throw it. Throw it at the door.
Oh, I was going to try this first. I'm going to walk up to this orb and I'm going to swap orbs.
The creatures follow you as you walk with the orb in hands, and as you pick up one and swap to the other, Indiana Jones style. They cower as you bring it close to the ground. They cower away from it, and they begin to scramble next to the other side of the wall, cautious of it, knowing of its innate magical nature. You swap them. Was there... Oops, there goes the map. Was there something that you wanted to do as you were swapping them?
I would go with this. No, I'm just swapping them to see if that does anything before I do anything else. I'm going to go over and swap this one with the one I just grabbed.
Sure, you do that. It seems to be identical, though.
Come back. Well, that didn't work. Well, you said this thing will potentially explode, right? I mean, if we want to get through those doors, I just toss this down the hall, down that way, and blows the other two and blows the doors, right?
For the first time, you're getting a coherent reaction from the creatures as you say toss it and break it, and they hear you this close. They begin to like hiss at the idea, angered by it.
Well, good. Them. If your being is in the amber behind one of those doors, then we need to shatter the doors to get it out. I suggest you move back. Everyone, get into the side hallway.
One quick question before that happened.
Sure.
I tried to read the foreign language can I do it, or still nonsense to me?
What are you trying to read? The stuff on the doors?
I think like on the pedestals where the orbs were, there were
Both of them
some
written
writing.
in the same sort of system, not a language, and you're 100% sure of that.
Okay, and I don't understand it either. Okay, just checking on that.
Not of this earth.
Well, if we're going to need to do this, I will usher folks into this area over here. And then I'll say, well, here we go. And I'll put everyone in this side hallway.
What is it, Nick?
I was gonna say right before,
Mhm.
Vasilka, would you have told everyone like exactly what was said in your vision, or do you just keep that to yourself?
I will have said. Like,
Okay.
I don't have.
If he's offering a gift, then why not take it? If he's offering some kind of sight, perhaps there's some kind of sight that we can see with these orbs that we can't see with our mortal eyes. Something that has to transcend.
I thought to get that gift we needed to find his coffin.
Yeah, I just offer something else in exchange. I didn't
I
want
thought he
his
was.
gift.
I thought he was offering the gift like right there.
He offered a gift right there. He offered me sight beyond the mirrors, but
Well-
I offer him something else.
The creature just scattered all across the hallway, not sure where you're going to toss this thing, trying to get away from the blast radius. Afraid and angered by it, but not attacking outright until you act.
We have. I'm tossing this in a minute unless you have a better idea. Get us through at least 2 of the doors in theory.
Hang on.
Are you gonna
What
take
about
the side, Savik, sir?
I mean, if it's gonna allow us to like transport and find him, and then be stronger for going to the temple, why doesn't someone else carry the weight? But if you want me to carry everyone's burdens of this land, then I will.
I don't
He gave you
think
the option right then and
that's-
there.
No, I don't think that's.
I'll just tell you, Savik, this entity feels different to the other ones. Maybe the price you pay will be much more than your eyes.
Well then.
Ramirez,
Okay.
if you throw it to the northern door, you're probably going to explode all of the orbs, and then we can't use those anymore. Throw it to the southern door first.
I suppose I can do that. I was intending to blow the other 2 orbs to blow the 2 doors, but if you want
We
me
can
to
just
toss
grab
it,
those orbs and then do the same
if you want me to toss it south, tossing it south.
to the southern door. Yep.
This one's on you. And I will toss it south, trying to land it about there.
Make me a
Don't
strength.
land it about there. Just hit the actual door with it.
If you are throwing it, make me an athletics check.
Athletics check.
Okay. Tossing the every orb, it lands over yonder and begins to roll, sort of ricocheting and cracking against the floor, then against the wall, then against the pedestal, coming to rest there. The surface is cracked, and you can see the creatures like shrivel away in fear from it, explaining, like, just trying like, no, just stop. And then, like, as soon as it doesn't shatter, they're like panically looking around, and one of them just like looks at you and like runs to pick it up, checks on it, and just like very delicately picking it up and putting it back up on the pedestal.
I thought he was gonna disintegrate.
The rest of them are like forming like almost like an arc formation around this guy, and like a pack, they're hissing, baring teeth at you guys, defensively hostile at this point. This is a half shattered orb. I'll loan it for myself. Toolkit, half shattered.
That's annoying.
That didn't
Oh,
work.
It's a magic item.
elastic. It's a magic item.
Meaning it's a bit more resilient than mundane items.
Yeah. And you say that those have an aura of abjuration.
Are you, Ivan? Are you approaching within 5 feet of these feral beings as they're bearing teeth at you?
No, no.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no, no, no.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Go on. You were asking.
No. That I'm just repeating what the information you told us. It's our aura of abjuration. But yeah, I'm not near them.
I give it a blast. See if that does it. Actually, I can't do that because it doesn't actually target objects. Well, fine. I will walk up, grab this orb.
The can't spin all at once. Fuck. Alright. Expedite this shit. You throw it?
Yes.
Alright. Now having greater aim. That's I don't know, Nick, because you didn't did you physically try anything yet? Like, do you want to go to Whisper Chat, Nick? Like, talk about this? I'm not reading. I'm not reading Whisper Chat that often. I'm trying to follow up because I'd rather handle this before Ramirez tosses the second orb. So what's going on your end there?
Do it, Nick. Do it.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll go talk to him. I'll accept his gift.
Okay.
Did he say what his name was, or do we only know him as the seer?
Only know him as a seer. To accept the gift, it offers its hand, again extending it outwards, the hand black, streaked with lightning.
I touch his fingies.
Touch his fingers. For a moment, all turns black as you're ushered back into the material once more. The swirling galaxy swirls out, like just disappearing along the edges. The mass vanishes around you. A tiny amount of it reabsorbs, and you have this almost like gem-like violet tracing under your already blackened eyes. Looking very much like that reminds me of... Have you ever seen Doctor Strange, the bad guy from it?
No, unfortunately I didn't.
No, it's fine. I'll show you an image later. But you have this like almost gem-like tear formation beneath your eyes. You gain blind sight up to 10 feet around you.
Okay, let me add that in.
I'll message you with all the corruption and the price therein afterwards. But the miasma disappears as you accept the gift. The Ramirez, as you go to toss the object in your hand, now with a better aim, you toss it and you hear the shrieks of these creatures as it clashes against the already half-shattered orb. As it shatters, an explosive nova blows outwards and turns them to ash in its wake, as they all disintegrate essentially into space, and the door behind it then shatters inward toward the room, and this necromantic energy bursts from door, and just like as a chain effect, one explosive force after the other, the various familiar statues on the wall disintegrate as well. The floor is scorched, but the way ahead is opened.
Could have done this ages ago.
Well. Come, let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Wait,
I mean,
Savik.
I'll look at Savik, and I imagine I saw him get into the miasma.
You're just getting
Does
out
he
of the
look-
miasma, yeah.
Does he look alright? Like he still has his limbs? He breathes something.
Gem formations under his eyes, same as those two prismatic gems upon the shoulders of the creature. Nick, you know how blindsight works, right?
Yeah, I can perceive everything within like 10 feet. I had to look up a... I'm taking it and putting it into my thing.
Okay.
To my character sheet. Within 10 feet.
Within 10 feet.
There are 3 more here. These don't look
Hopefully,
like-
one of these is jump here. And then we
Yeah.
can get out of here.
I will touch the one I'm next to.
I was going to describe the room. Just for the sake of... Sure, the room is amber glazed, walls, floor, greyish marble, black veins on the floor, 3 amber sarcophagi, but you know the drill, so you touch it. The east sarcophagi then, yeah? Feel your consciousness leave your body, and you're mentally transported elsewhere. To an arid hellscape forged of black volcano rock. A crimson sky of impossible heat blazes down from above, and the ground is split in many places by deep fissures and cracks that allow great gouts of lava to burst and ooze from beneath the surface. A pair of hellhounds linger beneath the twisted arc of black earth, smoke and embers streaming from their nostrils as magma drips from their maws like saliva. Between and behind the hellhounds stands a figure clad entirely in black steel armor, inlaid with crimson markings and sigils. The armor upon its shoulder are rimmed with spikes, and its helmet bears a pair of metal horns that thrust into the air a full foot above its hump top. In its hands, it holds a pair of whips that crackle with swirling flames.
I am Sariak, the Hellhound Whisperer, and I offer you the gift, the power to summon and control the beasts of hell.
Power to summon and control the beasts of hell. I will look over at his companions. I assume these are them.
Slow nod beneath the helmed face. Yes.
Well, suppose you're not vampire. Oh well. Don't have any need of pets at the moment. Terribly sorry.
You're shoved out of the sarcophagi. Back into the material.
Yes, that one wasn't of much use. It allows you to... He was just offering the ability to summon two... Or summon... Because he had 2 dogs, right?
Yep.
Or was it just one, or I missed here?
Pair of hellhounds.
He's offering the ability to summon 2 of his hounds, but... I don't think his hounds are going to be useful for us at this point. Not enough power.
Shavik, you have the claws in your possession, right?
Yes.
Where are they?
In my bag.
Oh,
In your bag? Your bag is smoking. As if on fire.
Is there a literal fire, or it's just like a deep billowing
You see
smoke?
like licking flames, yes. Like,
God damn.
Stuff,
Yeah, maybe I want to touch it.
do you do anything about your backpack?
Well, I'm gonna step out of the room.
It smells like things are burning in there. Like, it's an active fire.
I'll just start. Oh, okay. Then I'll just start like putting it down, rooting through it, just taking the.
You find the claws are like along the claws where the Vorpal essence is, where the blade is shattered, is like red hot, cinched the inside of the leather, which had then caught fire. And fucking fortunately for you, do you have anything flammable on your person that is? Let me see here. I'm just looking at your inventory real quick, but I can't get to it because Rule 20 is being a bitch. But the inside of your bag is essentially a little bit cinched as you retrieve the claws, and they're like red hot along the claws. This happened
Okay,
while Ramirez was in the sarcophagus and stuff. So
Okay. Are they like starting to cool down, or are they just gonna stay red hot?
the metal stays red hot for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a little bit of my, not that it's gonna probably do much, just my water flask and just try to cool them off a little bit. But if not, I'm just gonna like
Stepping out of the room, the water does send a steam into the air as they cool back off. Back into.
take it those claws are related to Sarich?
Seriach.
Well, it seems like they're calling out to them. Something to give them more power, possibly.
Well, be careful. How much can you take? I know there's limits. Power I took is limits how much I can take. You'll break at
I'm
some
already
point.
feeling a weight, but there might be
Yes.
room for just a little more.
I would not for this one. This one's not worth it.
Javik, you lose your piece of soap.
No, my soul.
My soap, no! It's the only thing close to flammable you have in your backpack. Everything else is like
Ezekiel,
metal and shit.
you want to check the ones
up?
You want to check one of the other ones? No, check the last remaining one for vampire.
We already know these
Some
won't be
just-
vampire. We already saw in his visions before Ezekiel the room. These are only nothing more of just smaller gods to him. So unless you
True.
guys plan on actually accepting these gifts or anything, then we're just
Thank
wasting
fucking God you said that. Fucking Nick, get inspiration. Thank you.
time. Okay.
I was like, I can't tell them, but they've been here
You
before.
knew the room? You,
Oh, I know.
I was like, how long before they
you knew
realize
the
that they're just
exact
like,
room.
yeah.
Well then, doesn't have that. So
Okay.
How much more can my body take?
It's not your
How
body,
many-
it's your soul.
How many before the Cosmic Seer did you take? You took
One.
the one.
I have
one.
a total of 2.
You did not use. They're all passive. You didn't use them, so you didn't ever roll the wisdom. Was it or Constitution? I think it was Constitution. Constitution.
Charisma.
You never took it, and you never used an ability yet, so you didn't roll a charisma check yet. So your body can take more.
well,
Dose more, maximum.
let's get.
Go check
Okay.
the other doors.
Okay.
Okay.
This here is some stairs, Tom. Sorry, I may have missed this.
When you say this here, you have to. I don't see your pings because you're.
Yeah,
again,
sure.
You're talking right now is in the middle of this hallway, so I don't know where you're pinging.
I'm in the middle of the hallway. Oh,
Yes, there's stairs
like,
going up.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was like on the next to the door on the south. There is like some stairs to the left.
Yeah, those are stairs going up
Yeah.
from where you stand. They're a western staircase. 3 10-foot long staircases separated by 10-foot square landings.
Well, damn it. Okay, well, I will take the orb here and say, well, if we want to go towards Vampire, I'm going to guess that he is behind the door that is actually has the extra barrier on it. And so I will make my way towards this, and then from a little ways back, toss the orb at that door.
Which one? The one with the yellow circle that nobody investigated? Okay. You toss it.
I investigated that when we first came in here, and it was a magical lock.
Right. You go ahead and roll me 5d8s. Figured you should roll for damage there.
Oh.
16. It shatters against the seal, and the seal maintains itself. The orb itself shatters into a piece of glass, and more of that briefly emanating miasma before it dissipates in the air. You deal 16 force damage to the door.
Work.
I'll go ahead and remove those pedestals off the map.
The door is still standing. Do we think we can get Casimir to blast it open?
So, beam critical range spell attack towards a creature within range, so I can't Eldritch Blast the door. That's unfortunate.
You can't.
Eldritch
Oops.
Blast is specifically creature within range.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess, well, first, because I have blind sight and everything, Was I even able to see that blue furred creature?
So you're thinking
Skull?
about true sight. You're thinking about seeing invisibility.
Oh, okay.
Blind sight is when you close your eyes and you can still, like, whenever you blink or whenever you close your eyes, Javik, you
That's
see
right.
the world through like shards of gem light. It's like purple, magenta, blue, and it extends out of you in this crystallizing 10-foot radius.
Okay.
You can see in like complete darkness, be it magical or otherwise. You can still use your other senses to see normally, essentially, thanks to this gem sight, essentially. That makes sense. But you're talking about true sight for invisibility.
Everyone get back. I'm going to try. I've got one more thing to try to get through this door easily. And I am going to go ahead and once we have everyone back ways from the door, I'm going to throw a lightning bolt at the door with voltage.
Sure, roll for damage.
So it is a lovely grand total of 4d6. Ignore the extra damage for dueling style and hex, because unfortunately I don't get that. That's 12 points of lightning damage to the thing.
For a total of 28 damage, the door still stands. Though damage it is, it's your spells ricocheting against the seal. The door still stands, though.
Can magic missile be used on objects?
Read a spell.
Googling it right now.
A creature of your choice within range. It's, I think, Firebolt. That is the lovely one that actually lets you target a creature or object within range. Casimir, you have the ability
You can
to
go.
blast fire at this thing.
Casimir?
Yes, just Casimir have Firebolt, because I don't think any of us would.
Yes, he doesn't have firebolt the cantrip, no.
You can always. Go for it. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say we have that amber pebble. Would that act as like a door to these amber doors?
You've
Or excuse me, a key.
You've yeeted all of them.
Okay.
One you yeeted.
I know it took us like here. I just didn't know if that was like.
The Amber Pebble from Argynvost. That one.
Yeah, I know it guided us here though, but I didn't know if that acted as like something else like for these doors. Like
nobody even took it out of the backpack on the way here, so I'm just saying fact, like it's still in somebody's backpack to this day.
Here, Sazik, take it.
What are you trying to do with the Amber Pebble?
Does that Ember Pebble kind of give me like a little bit of a location on exactly where to go? Does it call specifically to Vampire, or does it act as like a key for any of these amber doors?
How many times can you activate to find a path on it? I'm just opening the magic objects just to see if it's worth for you activating it now, because you would know how it works as you guys activated it. The Ember Pebble. There it is. Mysterious note wrapped around Ember Pebble.
Yeah, last creature, I should take you to the temple and find the path once my forces have gathered.
Yeah, the object is an Ember Pebble, been inscribed with a Locaric rune to find the path. The pebble is worth 100 gold pieces, doubles as the spell material component. It just doubles the spell's material component. Does anybody have find the path? As a spell.
I think it's for wizards and druids. I don't have it.
So yeah.
So.
All you have to go on is a mysterious note wrapped around this piece of pebble and the pebble itself. But when you guys identify, I don't even remember if you guys identified it. Like,
I think we did.
Either way, that's what it is. 100 gold pieces worth of gemstone that doubles the spell's material component.
Okay, well. Fine.
Was that it, Nick, or was there something more? Just before.
I'm just trying to find a different way to open these like doors other than just like brute force.
Okay.
Seeing if there's anything else that would tie to it.
Okay, is there anything else in that mysterious note wrapped around the pebble that might hint toward that?
There are names.
Yeah, Shulks, Mavericks, Hagatha, Pangob, and Daviton.
Dalvin. That's for the Guardians. Names of wizards. I will walk up towards the door and speak each of the wizards' names from the note, hoping that maybe they were foolish and made their own name the password.
Okay. Idiots as they are, actually one of them did make their name the password. So as soon as you whisper Daviton, the arcane seal vanishes.
Well, fuck me.
What were they thinking?
Do I get another inspiration?
If you stack them, sure.
Alright, I got 2 then.
What were they
I'm just kidding,
thinking?
it's just 1.
I will go ahead and say, well, through these doors then. Push the doors open.
You push the doors open, one of them comes off its hinges and almost falls to the floor, being half damaged. What you see before you, piles of treasure heaped against the west and east walls of this stone room. A 10-foot tall statue carved from ember in the likeness of a hawk-headed humanoid stands in the white alcove to the north. Behind it, a crack has formed in the wall.
Oh,
Oh.
Another amber golem?
I will move this way. Let's say Bevaton gave us entry to this room. Let us pass.
Just don't touch the gold. It's not ours to take, too.
Agreed.
Roll deception.
Doesn't look animated right now.
Okay. Perception.
Oh wait, is it animated and alive?
It's standing still, bearing down upon you guys.
Lying through my teeth about this. Let's see how I did. 24.
24 stands aside.
Nice.
Excellent. Come. And I will march right on through.
Marching right on through. The rest of you guys, what do you guys do?
I am marching right on through.
Walking as well?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. What you see as you enter the next chamber through the crack, a golden marble staircase with a black marble railing hugs the north wall as it spirals gently up 30-foot wide shaft. Lying in the middle of the room are 6 rotting wooden crates. The amber-covered walls are sculpted to look like tentacles that entwine around a marble bas relief of kings, queens, pharaohs, and sultans attending by a myriad of slaves. The west, south, and east walls contain alcoves. Standing in each alcove is a tall, rough block of ember. 2 wide cracks have opened up in the south wall where it came from, spilling rubble and shattered pieces of ember on the floor here, toward the center of the room.
That's the room you saw, Zabik?
Similar. The right layout, at least.
You say similar.
We didn't see the whole
What's
temple,
different about it?
but no, this wasn't it. This isn't the one that holds Vampire.
And we'll keep searching.
Yeah, but don't you want to know what's like in these amber?
I mean, this one seemed...
I already know what's in them.
He's on a speedrun, dude. He's any percenting it. Any percent Ember Temple.
This one seems...
Any percent every time.
Yes, this one seems...
I'm just like, I'm trying to roleplay Ezekiel as being just like disgusted by like everything he's seen in this place so far. He's just repulsed
I will
Cool.
touch the one...
by
down
all
in
the
front.
creatures
Okay.
and energies
Cool.
and powers.
Fair enough. Ezekiel, you watch as Ramirez touches the Amber sarcophagi, the coalescing motif, vile, disgusting piece of God, coalescing close to his hand. And then, as he touches the Amber, it gives off a single pulse. And something behind you shatters. The crate shatters. 2 pallid hands grasp at your throat and pull you in. And you hear the crackling of food from all around as you all roll initiative.
Uh, Am I in the Amber world now while this is
No.
happening and so prone? Oh.
No. Let me just roll a few things around here. We have to turn up the opacity layer. Roll for initiative. Roll for initiative. Roll for initiative. Roll for initiative. And is that everybody then?
Silica is missing because I don't think.
It's not loading. I got 10.40. I don't know why.
I don't see your roll at all.
Yeah.
Okay, let
What
me
browser
load.
are you using?
Firefox or Google Chrome are the only two that work.
Chrome.
So
Yeah,
no
It's
idea.
yes.
rough. I was using Chrome and it would just shit all over Roll20, and then I switched to Firefox and I didn't have a problem. So maybe try that.
Try
It's
that.
just like there have been like storm on. I think it like destroyed the internet on the bill or something like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm just deleting some tokens on the GM layer that should not be there, and I will reveal things as the unveil and stuff. So shattering boxes all throughout from each one of them comes out a creature. You can see soil spill from the boxes as if they were buried inside of these. A very familiar sight to none of you, because nobody here survived the what am I thinking about? The coffin makers.
I was thinking that.
But familiar creatures to you, guys, you've seen this in your scrying visions.
Oh, dude, pump the jams.
Pumping the jams. First in initiative roll, they're rolling at 23.18, is this creature over yonder. There we go.
It looks nice.
Yeah, they look friendly.
You guys have any idea what the fuck this thing is?
No, fucking kill it.
Bad news?
Right. Leaping out of its crate, it's going to go ahead and skitter along the wall toward where Ramirez is. You still have your sword out, right? Ezekiel?
Yes, I do.
You can see it actively avoiding the light, trying to shield itself away from it, and where it hits, it's just the flesh is seething off in this smoke. Nonetheless, 3 main attacks, all one of which could be a bite attack and right. Okay, so let me just stop whispering the mechanics of it. There we go. Against you then, Ramirez, I have a single claw attack, which is a 14 to hit.
Flashes off my shield.
Okay, off your shield, trying to take advantage of that opening. You stand your ground, 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that hits. You take 25 slashing damage
Ow.
as it rends you. You receive 1 bleed stack. I wish I could track this with numbers. I wish I could put a 1 on that red.
You can.
I can? Go ahead and put a 1 on a red roll for me if you can.
I just did. You hit the number key when you click the button.
I try that. It doesn't work if I don't control your character. I don't think a 16 works.
15 misses. But I need to do this. Let's see, do I keep my hex? I do keep my hex. Because hex has a hour-long concentration.
Okay, and then it turns invisible in space. You can hear its movement. You can see the scraping along the walls as it then scrapes up the wall and into the shadows away from Ezekiel's light and out of sight until you try and perceive it. So invisible.
How high up is the ceiling?
30 feet.
It can't escape my light.
That's what I figured.
There's 60 feet of light. Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you wish to use your reaction as you hear it skittering away from you? Ramirez, you wish to use your reaction for an opportunity attack, or do you save it?
I'm gonna save my reaction, I think.
Fair enough. Then turns invisible and skitters into hiding. That being said, we have next one in the initiative. What the hell is going on here? Oh yeah, because it turned it invisible. That's why it's not initiative roll. The creature behind you, Ezekiel. It has been quite a while since you've smelled her perfume. And quite a while since you felt her touch. Pallid, but cold. It isn't unlike that which you remember. You recognize her, though. It's Naomi. A vampire spawn. Eyes glowing red. I'm just switching the arrow here. 23 and that one of those 15. Okay. There we go.
No.
Yes. As she claws at you for 24 to hit, pulling you closer, you hear her whisper in your ear, "It's been a while, darling. I've missed you. You've left me to die. You fled. But now we can be together." Does either hit?
It does hit, yeah, 24 hits.
24? 24 hits for a grapple. Your speed reduced to 0. She goes in for a bite. 27 to hit.
27
For the following effect. 8 piercing for necrotic. Are you...
I'll bring that onto the other guy I can see. Or not the passive one, sorry, the reaction. That. Because I don't want my paladin, who is going to be providing me useful, important things, to be hit by this nonsense.
Fair enough. Done and done. Casimir takes his turn.
Hold of yourself.
With whatever magic he has left in him at this point. Still has a stack of polymorph if you guys want to use that. Other than that, he's going to go ahead and look at the other crates, and he's going to cast Fireball at them. Yes, at 3rd level. For 20. Okay, I'll handle the damage as the 3 crates of yonder shatter outwards in flames. We then have this creature over yonder taking its turn. Bursting from another box over here is this creature. I'm just giving Lorian PTSD at this point. If you remember them all the way back from, what was it? DIA? And against the closest creature, striking and invasively maneuvering, it's gonna go ahead and approach you, Ramirez, making 2 tentacle attacks. Do either of those hit?
They both hit.
Okay. For a total of 8 plus 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Okay.
As well. Can go ahead and place those tokens on you guys. And then approaching closer. No, it's gonna keep its distance actually. It's gonna go ahead and end its turn here, grappling you from 15 feet away. Okay, that is that for it. And last, I'm just rolling high initiative here for all my foes. Unfortunately, Javik against you, bursting from the box in front of you. Over here is yet another one of those vampire spawns. I'm gonna put you on a square here.
Yeah, that's fine. You leave that torch there. I'm gonna drop it anyway.
That's fair. Beginning its turn in sunlight. It takes damage. Just handling things as they are. So one at a time here. The first claw attack to grapple you is to 18 to hit.
No.
No. And the second one for 15. No. Okay. Alright. It just locks claw versus claw with you. That's gonna be it for its turn. I'm just rolling high initiative, sorry guys. We have the dog knot here, Sunner, Vargeist. Okay. This creature over yonder, large, winged, leathery wings, is gonna go ahead and take flight. Seeing that Ramirez is restrained, it's gonna go ahead and go for a flyby attack, one against you, Ezekiel, for a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. 22 slashing damage. As it flies by, screeching around the room, and then it sort of does a U-turn and lounges toward Casimir. Lunges toward him with a second claw attack. Natural 1 against him, as he's cowering behind that cover. It does use its frightful presence at the beginning of its turn, so as it reveals itself, everybody roll me a DC 16 wisdom saving throw, including Casimir.
And none of us are actually within Ezekiel range.
Nice.
Casimir's frightened.
Same.
That being said, end of its turn, it's Ezekiel's turn.
Fuck. No. Does it look like she's being injured by the sunlight?
Yep.
Where's my drift glove?
Priorities.
Indeed. I can't drag it onto the... Can't drag it from the companion.
No.
There we go. Alright.
Your trip club's not gonna save you now. What are you gonna do?
Using... No, I'm using, gonna use the command word to activate light from the drift globe, so there's still light in the room. And I am using my bonus action to turn off the sun sword.
Okay.
And I'll try to just release myself from the grapple.
Action athletics versus hers, which is a DC of 14. Natural 20? Oh no, it's
Nope.
a 26 athletic. You release yourself from the grapple, shoving yourself away from the pallid hands. Stop your movement if you wish to take it.
I didn't flee. You were dead. I thought you all died.
I am dead
I didn't know you were still alive.
because of you. I am lost. But we can be lost together. Come to me. I'll show you a different eternity. You promised me eternity together.
You promised me, and she just bloodied pet pallid is a horrifying visage. That being said, anything else in your turn?
Use my action, bonus action, I move here, and that's my turn.
Process that. Javik, it's your turn.
My bonus action, rage, giving me claws, and I will make an attack against the guy who attacked me, the vampire spawn. Claws.
Gaunt locking male? Question mark.
Damn.
28 hits against this creature.
That's only 10, but yeah, it's 10. Oh, he's a bit creepy.
He's a creepy boy.
17.
A 17 against him. Just bear with me. I guess a lot of 17 just hits.
Yep. For 13, so it's 23 total, and then one more. Oh, for 16, that fails.
Now are the magical attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Before that, I when this all happened, I dropped the torch earlier too that I was carrying. After that, he has -10 movement.
Slashed.
And then no, I'll hold that. Seeing the sword go out though, I'll just have yelled, been like, Ezekiel, the sword, we need it. Bring ruin to them, end them and their misery. Do it. And that will be my turn.
Remember that you have disadvantage on your attacks while you're frightened, right?
Oh, I do.
I just caught that, but I do believe that's the condition. Otherwise, I'm just doing things for nothing. Frightened
you're not
creature has
attacking
disadvantage on
the guy
ability
that
checks,
we're
attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight.
Are you not attacking the guy that we're flanking? So it would be a normal.
No, I have. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's true. So even.
Right, I forgot that we're not doing cotton rules. Fair enough. Okay. I'm just between campaigns right now. Okay. Fair enough. That'll be that for your turn then?
Yep.
With that crying warning, Basilica, it is your turn. I hope that you can see the battlefield.
Action dodge.
Yeah, right. Is Ivan is muted for some reason. Why are you muting yourself, Ivan?
Why you do this?
I'm sorry, guys. I was. Oh yeah. Can you hear me, right?
Yes.
Can you see the dog moving?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
I squirrel next to Savik and run to the middle of the room. And I grab the holy symbol of Ravenkind in my hands and I start saying, "Criaturas de la oscuridad, go back!"
Those
and
are
I
speak
use
Spanish.
Turn Undead. Yes, it's ancient, lost lore. Okay, that's.
Yeah.
But I'm casting Turn Undead.
And
so any
requeste
creature
en
that-
pace. El
I
Padre, El Fili, El Spiritu Santi. Alright. Turn on dead.
And-
say this, but you're
and-
half-
I'm using the the 3 charges of the holy symbol. So these creatures have disadvantage on their check, on their wisdom check.
Turn dead. You have
Oh,
to
wisdom
turn
save.
dead of. You can especially treasure symbol while the okay. Neat. Okay, I'm just reading what your turn on dead does exactly. Speak for instance, turn dead. Each creature that you can hear within 30 feet of you. Don't post anything because it's scrolling me back up.
Oh my god.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC 16 with disadvantage.
And I hate to say it, but Basilica, that move would have provoked an attack opportunity from the guy between Ezekiel and Zephyr.
Oh,
Assuming he only has 5 foot range.
yeah, that's true. Like I will have taken that.
Okay, hold on.
My
So
bad.
I'm rolling the wisdom saves one at a time. First for this one, the gaunt-looking, tentacly, zombified creature. Go ahead and open his sheet. Wisdom save. No bonuses. Okay. So straight up +2. That'll be a 18.
Disadvantage?
Oh, no disadvantage. Correct.
Mhm.
12.
I'm gonna roll my fear save. I forgot to last round.
Oh.
Yep. Versus what DC am I rolling here? 12.
16.
16? So fails, he takes his full movement to flee away from you. That breaks the grasping grapple on Ramirez as it flees to, as far as it can, to the corner of the room. Over here. Anything else that turn on that does?
No, that's all it does. Like they cannot attack unless
Reaction.
reattacking again.
I think that's on its turn, right? It moves on its turn. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so grappled until... Sorry, you're still grappled. Okay, I'm just learning new mechanics. You never had somebody actually use there. But he's turned. I'm going to go ahead and place a yellow symbol for radiance. Turned. Next we have a measurement to make. Yep. The invisible creature does make a wisdom saving throw.
And I'm just gonna assume that these things are not CR1.
You assume correctly. Otherwise, I would destroy them. Wisdom with disadvantage. What a roll there? An 8. Okay, it is 2 turned. Then we have next one from you. We have Naomi. Yep. Naomi.
1 minute counting now. So let me put the time in.
Well, they get to roll the end return, right? So, or is it not that case? It's until they're damaged. Is
No, it's still their damage. Yeah.
26 or an 11, so she fails that, as she's also turned. Then we have the same creature again. Disadvantage for a 18. That beats. This guy between you guys is not turned. And the one right behind you, Vasilka, is also an undead creature. So let's go ahead and open his sheet. For a guy's stunner. Wisdom, disadvantage. Eight is turned.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hand out at the beginning of their turns. Good move. Thank you for counting that. Anything else on your turn then?
I'll just look at Ezekiel and I'll tell a lie. Ezekiel, we can bring Naomi back. Just focus on this moment. And that's it.
Ramirez.
No bonus actions.
Unfortunately, until the turn, you're still grappled by the creature who still has you within its reach. It is what it is, but...
We're
Okay.
going big as bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to... He's got that. I'm going to try and break the grapple on myself. So...
Athletics.
Athletics. And I am at advantage on those because I'm now big. 19.
19 does it.
Okay. And I am frightened of... Oh god, I'm frightened of the guy who's right next to me, aren't I? So... I can... Do I fit there. I'm gonna move to there. Because I think 'cause I'm size huge, I can share space with Vasilka because she's too
You
small
can.
for me. So I will move over to there to get next to the one guy who's not turned. And unfortunately, because it was an action to break the grapple, and I've already used my bonus action, that is my turn.
Sure. I just didn't want to interrupt you at the beginning of your round, but we have to remember this. You do have 1 stack of bleed rend on you. Let me just roll for that. Instead of your turn, a creature rendered by an Akimara Claw must make a successful... Make me a DC Constitution saving throw. DC 16.
Con save.
As you're losing HP to
That's
internal injuries.
start of my turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I do not have CP.
At the start of your turn, now that you've seen this effect in action, you manage to save against it, not losing any health. You can staunch this effect, losing a stack if you make a medicine check on yourself. Or magical healing, as I posted in the chat. Alright.
Hey.
Starting its turn. You guys are all stacking one fucking corner of the room. Just reading here real quick.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Ezekiel deadens fear around him, or suppresses it.
Okay, I'm just handling mechanics of the creature skulking around the room. We have... You guys forming a fucking wall.
Basically, we have to flee.
Is there not an upstairs that they can flee to?
turned. No, it's fucking just ends its turn there. Okay. Naomi is also turned. See, she is gonna go ahead and flee. Come on. It's far away from you, as much as she can after her movement. Casimir's turn.
Is there not an upstairs that they could flee to? Does this not lead anywhere?
Yeah, but it's not. There's an upstairs, but it will be moving back towards you. It starts on the bottom here and goes up.
Oh.
Yeah, this is they're moving away. This is fine.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and with Casimir cast Protection Against Good and Evil on himself. And make a Wisdom saving throw against the fear effect. With advantage. Shake off the effect. Nope, still frightened. But under the effect of protection. Okay, we have the Dolgaunt. Who's gonna flee to the corner of the room as far as it can move. The creature over yonder, right beside you guys, who's surrounded, is gonna go ahead and fight to the death. We have one claw attack against you, Ezekiel. With normal roll, that's 27 to hit.
27 hits.
27 hits for 9 slashing. Turning on you, Javik. Natural 20.
I will runic shield that. So that is it's not as good as my other one, but it's a reaction. Yes, a reroll.
25 to hit.
Still hits.
13 slashing damage.
Have that, so do you want me to call it 6 or 7?
That's gonna be 6. That's the end of its turn, as it begins to slowly regenerate. Now it's no longer in sunlight. The flying creature is flying along the ceiling, sort of trying to pin people down. It's going to go ahead and attack Casimir again.
Is that the guy who's been...
Oh no, he's turned, right.
So has to flee.
Right, he's gonna go ahead and flee past Casimir at top speed. That's fun. It's gonna fucking yeet itself out of combat, essentially. Fair enough. Ezekiel.
Ezekiel is practically staring at Naomi this entire time, even as he's being like clawed at and slashed at by these other undead. Like, he's still mainly keeping his attention on her, and as he sees her like go to the corner of the room, and he thinks she's far enough away that she wouldn't be harmed, and he'll sort of hesitantly use his bonus action to activate the sword again. I believe the light resets every time you turn it off and on again, so it would just be 15 feet of bright, 15 feet of dim sunlight, so 30 feet now. And I will attack the zombie right in front of me. Not the zombie, whatever this thing is.
Vampire spawn. Yes.
It's a zombie.
16.
16 hit.
It, while cowering away from your light and actively avoiding it, you slash above it, missing.
Okay. Again.
Again, 24 hits. Are you still... Is that because you're... Yeah, 26 hits. Yep.
Alright, and I will smite it.
For a total of how much damage?
Doing 28 damage. 28.
You bloodied the creature.
That is my turn.
It is no longer under the effect of Slasher, I believe. Because now it's Ezekiel's turn. Not Ezekiel. Javix.
Yeah, staying pretty basic. Just gonna go for 3 claw attacks here against it. Actually, no, it won't matter. Yeah, just 3 claw attacks. Made at advantage. I'm no longer feared. This is aura. 20 for 10.
20 hits for 10, yes.
25 for 14.
How do you want to do this? Perfect lethal.
Oh, okay. I'll save that last. Yeah, just calling into the vampire spawn. He'll just, well, it's just kind of like probably hissing at him and does whatever. His just natural bestial claws, just like connects with him, like into like its like face, its throat, and then just like rips down, like just taking its like jaw and like throat with him, and then just like.
Oh, I was gonna have it speak, but it can't anymore. Okay, cool.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was like, I suffer it, and it just, it's like crumping somebody in Dark Tide. Yeah, whatever you were gonna say, just crump. Alright.
Yep, crump him.
He's dead.
And then. Savik's just gonna move here. And yeah, he'll just stay here for now and just be a little bit on guard, try to give Casimir some protection, just try to mount a wall.
Right.
Other than that, that'll be it.
Basilica.
Okay. I know there is a invisible creature in the sky. I'll try to locate it. I'm trying to hear where it's at this point.
Using what?
My hearing.
Let me check something real quick.
Yep.
Invisible. I just want to make sure that we're playing this fair. An invisible creature is impossible to see without aid of magic or special senses. C. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. The creature location can be detected by noise it makes and the tracks it leaves. Yep. Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check. I'll just roll a contesting stealth.
24.
24? I'm just gonna see what number I get here. Survival. Really? No stealth? Okay. That's dexterity and stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Usually, yeah.
Pain!
Help me.
You can tell it's here about 15 feet up on the ceiling. Climbing up with climb speed.
I'll just point it at Savik. Savik, that way. On top of the...
It's invisible, but you can see where like the dust and the scratches up on the wall, the amber wall, where it scratches the base of relief. Yeah.
Yeah.
And knowing where all the creatures are here, I'll just walk a little forward to them, trying to make them compel against the wall.
Okay, you see all 4 of its like bat-like ears turn toward you where you're stepping, and it looks towards you and hears that you're calling it out, and just kind of screeches at you, and fucking doesn't move till Ramirez finishes his turn. Okay, fair enough. Anything else on your turn?
I'll just tell to Ezekiel that his sword may injure all of them to keep it back. So that's it.
You hold her.
Yeah, just your sunlight is gonna injure the 3 of them, like, right? So careful with that.
Right. Can you hold her? There's a hold vampire on the end of it, right?
The sword? You want me to hold the sword?
He wants you to use a hold vampire property of the object.
In my next turn, I can hold them. Yeah, like I use perception to try to find it. So I guess. Yeah.
All right, skulks. We have Ramirez's turn then.
Okay. Con save start. Uh, 23, which I believe passes my bleeding out thing, right?
Papa, did you make a Constitution saving throw against it for that reason?
Yeah.
It's a medicine check.
No. At the start of my turn, I take that damage. right? Unless I make
Right, so you're not stemming it, you're just, yeah, it beats it. You're not taking damage.
Stemming is an action. I'm just holding.
Fair enough. You're just holding the bleed, you're not taking damage, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we've got to take them out. And
Yep.
I'm gonna dash on up to
This jam hits.
I know.
this.
Skipping me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash on up to this guy here because I don't want to deal with the complication that is skills stuff. I'm gonna bonus action shift hex to him, and then I'm going to swing in with voltage. Try and run him through. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. And I'll throw Giant's... Really Giant's Might. So 16 points of magical damage to that. Mixed split between necrotic, piercing, and lightning. And... yeah, but we have to kill them. Second stab. 22 for 16 more points of magic damage against him.
Fair enough. Takes full effect.
And unfortunately, I cannot hit with the Giant's Might twice in a round. So that is my turn. And shift. And yeah.
Okay. End of your turn, the Ekimara is going to go ahead and rend as a legendary action. This is at advantage against you, it being visible. Against you, Ramirez, we have 28 and 24 to hit.
Those both hit.
Okay. Just need to do some quick math here. 26, 18 is a total of 44 slashing damage.
Down.
Downed? Okay. You are taking... You have 3 stacks of bleed on you.
Yep.
Alright. Downed.
Oh, and I shrink with that.
Unfortunate. Start of its turn then, it's gonna go ahead and... Well, it's no longer invisible once it attacks, so... put it back on the player layer from over here. Actually, no, it cannot attack. Take that back. Sorry, I'm sorry, my guy. You were like -9 for a total of. You have this much HP before you fell. It cannot attack because it's turned.
Yeah, exactly. The Chimera is
So my bad. Okay, so no stacks of bleed, nothing. He's fucking. I can't do anything. I'm sorry. All right. Fucking beginning of its turn. Again, it's still frightened. Yeah.
Oh, technically, a turn creature must spend its turn doing stuff. I think turn doesn't technically call out legendary actions, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why. So I don't get to do much beyond move. All right.
No.
I know. I'm fixing it. Okay. Naomi is still turned. Casimir's turn. Is gonna go ahead and roll wisdom check against fear. At advantage. Still frightened. Okay. Targeting the creature over yonder with a magic bolt. Yes, first level. Go for it. Hitting for a total of 10 force damage. The Nosferatu is dead. And the Vargeist Stunner is... what's the range on fleeing? Is it like 30 feet away from you? For the turn undead?
I think it's...
Paste again? I want to take a look at it.
A turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, if it cannot move farther, it can only dodge.
So it just keeps running. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Cool. At its full speed, eh? At its full 70 flight speed. Okay, cool. I'll just fuck on all
He
out of
gets
here.
to Kresk at the end.
With the dash.
Yeah. With a dash? Cool. I'll just go ahead and
Yeah, with the
fuck right on off from the temple. Alright. Ezekiel's turn then.
He gets to Ravenloft like, oh, Strahd, we were afraid. I'm here.
Move right in front of Casimir. Place 2 hands on his shoulders firmly. My aura of courage. Suppressing his fear for a moment. Say, Casimir, look at me in the face. You said there was a way to bring people back to life in this temple. How do I do that?
Wow. Big questions, eh? Mid combat. Shudun, he just started that. The power of Shudun.
Would it be in one of the...
Yeah, probably. That's the information he's going on. Okay, so no longer frightened. That's good.
Yeah, and I made my
Be close by.
I forgot to do that at the end of my turn.
Fair enough.
These, are all these crates destroyed?
Yeah. Do you want me to take them off the map just to make it less confusing? I can. Boop.
Nope, don't
Nope.
need to.
Okay.
All of them are destroyed, then...
I'll reduce their size then.
I'll, use my bonus action to reduce the light of the sword by 5 feet. So, it's 10 feet. And then, I'm gonna use my action to dash here.
Yeah.
Didn't go
You
through.
can get under the legs of Ramirez if you want to.
Yes, I'm very big at this point.
Javik is on deck.
It's okay, I can't attack anyone. That's my turn.
Javik.
I'm gonna tell Casimir to follow us and get to some cover, or just stay with us. And then just start running forward.
I'm with you, beast. Let's go.
I am gonna go here. I will use claws again, but I'm going to do reckless to give me advantage. And 27 for 10.
Okay.
16 for 11.
16 just hits for perfect lethal again. I don't know how you're pulling off these perfect lethals.
Yeah, so as its tentacles are writhing and everything, he's just cutting them just 1, 2, and then just takes a huge claw mark just against the chest, just really digging into those organs.
And
What's
it's
left of them.
drops dead.
Fuck it.
You get
I'll
to
go
the
here and I'll make
you get
the.
to one out top. 'Cause
I'm gonna make
that
this
guy's
last.
up high, right?
Oh yeah, how high is he?
15
he's
feet. 15 feet up the wall.
Um,
Right above. Underlit
mind
by
then.
the sarcophagi. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there because I'm basically expanding all of my movement. And then that will be my turn.
Okay. I'll approach Ramirez and I'll try to find the source of his bleeding, patch it up with some of his clothing, just ripping it and
Using-
hiding it.
Healing magic or medicine check?
Medicine check.
Go for it.
15.
That does it. Yep. You could get a 14. You no longer have a stack of bleed Ramirez.
And I'll step back again, just trying to keep the creature's corner. That's it.
Okay, Ramirez.
Okay, and
I need to read something.
any damage. Oh. So if I want to, can I step up to this guy and basically grapple and bring him to the ground
You can try, yeah.
without damaging him? Just kind of trying to go up and just grab him and pull him down to the ground.
Is it damage or is it attacking?
It is damage for turn undead.
Okay, you can grapple him.
I would like to grapple him and try and basically just lift him and put him down on the ground.
You can go for that. Athletics check.
Yeah.
Is it not to hit first? Or did we already go over this before?
No, it's a strength check against strength check. No,
Okay.
no to hit.
Sure thing. Strength check coming up. And it's throwing a check or saving throw?
I think it can do athletics or acrobatics to try and get out.
I'll do athletics, natural 20.
Yeah, so it's got me. There. I'm going to shift Hex over to our other one. I'm trying to remember the deity. Ezekiel's, you know me. And I'm gonna target wisdom.
Are you sure?
And
He is sure
yes.
that's his turn. Anything else?
Okay.
No, although I will kind of potentially position myself in such a way that if Zabek wanted to climb, he could.
That's for me to remember. Okay. Alright, top of the round then. This creature has run, is at this point digging into the base to lift the marble wall, trying to run away from the sigil of Revenkind. Expanding its turn. Naomi's at this point doing the same. You can see that she's scraping her nails against the wall. I suppose she can run here, just for the sake of saying that she runs as far as she can away from the symbol. Casimir shaking off the fear effect. He's going to go ahead and proceed into the room. Is he attacking anything? He's under sort of working with you guys as a team. Is he breaking the effect of the Ravenkind symbol or holding off his action?
Go for the big one.
Yes, get the one I'm trying to.
Fair enough. He's going to go ahead and target his staff at the creature and try not to get the rest of you guys. I don't have anything else. I will not target you guys as well, so I'm just going to upcast Magic Missile for the sake of this. Expediency, Magic Missile, for a total of 18 damage against the big guy, breaking off the effect of the Raven symbol. Finally. Alright, ending his turn. The Ekimara is going to go ahead and finally use its actions to Rand, starting with biggest target in front of him is trying to grapple it. Why not? It's going to be a not advantage, normal. A 15 against you, Ramirez, and a second attack against Ramirez because he's the only one within reach. 16.
16 also misses.
Okay. Well, it's using its actions. At least the Dolgaunt is dead. That guy is just so far out of combat. Ezekiel. That's your turn, Ezekiel.
You're muted, Lorian.
How bloody does Ramirez?
You can see my health bar.
He's bloodied. And I don't think he can see your health bar.
I can see everyone. I can see all the rest of the players. So.
I don't see your health bars. I'll use 10 points of lay on hand on Ramirez.
I am still bloody.
And
Yep.
does anyone have rope?
Yes, I have rope in my bag.
I'm gonna take some rope from Ramirez's bag, and I'm just like waiting for Basilica to cast that hold vampire spell. Speaking of which, would she have run into danger? Because before she was outside of the sunlight.
What is he asking me?
So Ezekiel has the sword out with 15-foot sunlight.
Okay.
Like
I was
she
asking
cannot
it because before she was outside the range of the sunlight, but then she ran into it, and I was asking, would a creature have run into
I suppose
danger like
not.
that?
She knows what sunlight does to her, so she'll remain as far away from safe as she can. I'm just trying to like place her token as far away from the Ravenloft symbol, but I didn't realize that it reached because I don't have an aura around you. I'll go ahead and put an aura around you right now for a total of 20. 1 second, just to see where the sunlight hits. 20. Let's make it nice and bright in yellow. There, now we're all on the same page. She's still in the sunlight, but you know, further away from it.
Dangers. That is my turn.
Fair enough. End of your turn. The Chimera, the large creature over yonder, is going to go ahead and let out one final shriek before cloaking itself, using its last legendary action this round to skulk, turning invisible. As it skulks away, you can hear it skulking away. Ramirez, you can take a opportunity attack if you want at disadvantage. Up to you.
You need to be able to see it in order to take an attack. Invis lets you get out of pose.
Is that true?
Well, I said one thing,
Yeah.
and if he wants to hold his action, that's fine. Like I'm giving him an opportunity attack at disadvantage if he wants to take it, as it's passing by.
Okay, if we're doing that, then yeah, I'll take a swing.
Go for it.
Voltage.
Moving at half its speed as it skulks.
26.
Okay, it's gonna end its turn here. 26 to hit. You manage to cleave wide, and as it moves past you, you hear it shriek before it continues on skulking. But that was a hit for how much damage?
14.
14.
Get back here.
Right. That being said, that's the end of Ezekiel's turn. The action made. Javik, you go ahead with your turn. I know.
Not very much I can do.
Your own token. Can you like send my token back as I'm being a
I have mine.
Okay.
Yes. I'll move here.
Yikes.
What?
No, I'm just looking at my other enemy who like ran like 140 feet per round. And I was just like, I guess he's out of combat.
I have a bottle of wine still from one of the cellars from a long time ago. If I
Okay.
was to take that out and like just kind of like in a wild arc with my claws, like break it and like spray it around like in an arc to see if I could like try to land it on something to find it. Could I do that?
Pick a cardinal direction.
I don't know, like this way.
Which way is this way? You spray it wide, half bottle being used up, and the crimson liquid within just coats a very large creature in front of you that just like growls back as you spray it, trying to skulk away. It's like over here.
But it was actually there.
Can I stab it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stabbing.
I'm guessing it's at disadvantage then.
It's at advantage because the wine is visible, so I'll give it to you. That was smart.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
fucking
Not
trying to
advantage
do it.
at the normal rule is what I'm trying to say. Sorry.
At normal? Fuck it,
Yeah.
I'll go reckless then.
Cool, okay.
Going reckless. And
You are taking aggro though.
that's fine.
Okay.
12.
At 12 to
or
hit?
20 for 12. No, excuse me. 20 to hit.
Yeah,
12
it was-
damage.
I see. That hits. I'm just looking at the damage types. 1 second, let me see resistances real quick. Now that I'm finally getting to play this creature. Magical attacks?
Yes.
No problem. Full effect.
Okay, and then a 26 for 12. Another 12. And then...
Just as effective.
Okay.
Blood and wine intermixing onto the floor as you're slashing at this. Like every time you hit, the creature becomes like almost semi-opaque and back into skulking form. Yeah, you're fucking up its camouflage. 16 does not hit. Oh, just hits. It's not an armored creature. It's a very large creature. Okay.
For 13.
13. Okay. Martial classes, man. You bloody it.
And then I'm going to... Let me make sure that this is right. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do an Infectious Fury. It has to make a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... DC 15 Constitution. Take 2 D12 Psychic.
Constitution coming right up.
Fuck you.
Natural 1.
Let's roll 2d6. Fuck me. 3
That's
psychic.
fine. It's still damage. And doesn't have any resistance to psychic, so.
I think
minus 10.
is it is it next to Naomi? Because I think he has the option to hit Naomi or take the damage.
No, I choose whether it's either the psychic or if it attacks someone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then I have... And then as a bonus action, I'm going to Hidden Step, turn invisible, and take 1 step away.
So it's going to be a disadvantageous attack on you. Opportunity attack for claw at disadvantage. Invisibility versus invisibility, that's always fun. We have a 25 to hit even with disadvantage. I mean, it is.
Yeah, I know. No, that's fine.
16 slashing damage and 1 bleed stack.
So
now,
8.
Yeah. I'll just do a different fucking symbol for you being reckless. And you can put a little 1 on the red if you don't mind, so that will just sort of remind me. But that is the end of your turn, eh?
Sorry, I was breathing and cough.
Okay.
Yeah, after it does... Oh my god, what did I just move? There's a big box here somewhere. After it does that, I'm just going to take another step, and then that'll be my turn to fully try and get out of its view. Or whatever.
Fair enough. Basilica.
Okay.
It's only
As an
been
action,
4 rounds.
What?
It's only been 4 rounds of this shit.
Yes, the 4 round.
Is it concentration? Is it anything? Like, I'm actually genuinely curious. Is it really that overpowered where there's absolutely nothing I can do against it? Is it
nothing? Like there is no concentration related to turn on that.
I'm gonna toss that symbol over a fucking cliff. Jesus Christ.
Let's do it. Like as an action, I'm gonna against like eres no poderoso ante el poder de Raven, and I cast Paralyze on Naomi. So she has to do a Wisdom saving throw, 15, or being paralyzed. She can try to free herself in every turn, and let me post it.
Am I rolling a disadvantage because of any fucking bullshit with the Raven? Okay.
No disadvantage. Yeah, I try Ezekiel, but she's too strong. She's too gone for that. And bonus action, spiritual weapon. And I'm gonna cast it next to where Savik was attacking. I'm not sure which was it, but did the spiritual weapon appear? Yeah. I'm gonna take a step back because I think the creature was in front of me.
Somewhere ahead of you,
yeah. And just hitting where Savik was attacking. The spirit of Markovia is gonna try to impale the creature.
Acting as a sort of avant-garde. Fair enough.
Sure, it was like right here.
Does the wine still reveal it, or just for that one round?
The wine reveals it. I can put a token down and just I need some way to mark that it's invisible. And for me, it's easier if it's semi-transparent, but it is here. Like, yeah.
So I will start walking.
Covered
this
in wine,
way.
it's not really invisible, is it?
Yeah, I will start walking this
Wine.
way. Crash
Yeah,
into
Basilica's
this
turn
thing.
hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, those are 25 hits, sorry.
25 spiritual weapon. That's it. Yes.
10 force damage as it's being impaled by the ghostly glance.
No resistance. Full effect.
That's all from me.
Okay, Ramirez, go ahead.
So I will kind of step a little bit forwards, crash into this guy, and then take 2 stabs at him with voltage. I'm assuming they're at disadvantage because. Oh no, is he visible or not?
He's visible. I'm gonna say the wine mix, but you can't be invisible if you're covered in wine. If it works against me, it will just work against you guys. So.
Yeah, so 2 stabs with voltage on this guy. 12.
12 does not hit.
Assuming misses. Yeah, second one.
23 hits.
Okay. So that is 8, 9, 10. 10 points of damage to him.
Applied.
And then bonus action, second wind. And that's my turn.
Alrighty then. Moving at its top speed, it's gonna go ahead and charge at Basilica. If you
Go for it.
still have a reaction, I don't know if you do.
Do
okay.
just got my reaction back. I will quite happily take that swing.
Go for it.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Basilica against you. We have a very angry Ekimara moving towards you. It's gonna be. Am I rolling them at disadvantage? I am. A 17 to hit, 22 to hit, 26 to hit.
I'll flare the second roll, the 22.
So it's gonna be 19 to hit if you flare it.
Oh, 19 to hit? No, that in that case it meets. So no, I take the 22 and the 26.
Okay. For a total of 21 plus 14. In slashing, 35 slashing damage. Well, slashing piercing. I don't think you have resistance to either. You take an additional 12 on top of that. So you want a total number? Because I'm guessing you don't have resistance to any of those.
Yeah, I only have resistance to cold, so I don't think.
47 is the total number then, and 1 bleed stack.
Okay. Okay.
Your maximum hit points as it bites into you and drains some of your life essence. It's drained from you. You reduce your maximum hit points by 12. If there's a way for you to track it somewhere, okay.
I'll find a way to track it.
As it feeds on your life essence and locks into you, sort of pressing you against the wall there. That is going to be the end of its turn. Naomi is 5th turn in a row, still feared. Not going to move into sunlight. Ezekiel, go ahead with your turn as I think what Casimir here should do.
Okay.
Big one.
Moving towards the other demon spawn. Being very careful about how close he gets to Naomi, but we can do it. Take 2 attacks against it.
Go for it. As you do, you see 2, like a pair of magic bolts gleam from either side of you. They twist and writhe in these like purple, darkish shapes of necromancy as they clash against the creature. I'm going to just cast Magic Missile, upcasted, just because anything else will just hit you guys. So why not?
I didn't mean to fight that.
9. Okay. For you, 21 hits.
I didn't mean to smite it, so it's just 17 damage.
17. Are you going for a second hit?
Is it bloody?
It's been
Yeah,
bloody
it's
for a
bloody.
while. Yeah.
23 hits, I'm guessing.
23 hits, yes.
And I'll use a second level smite
Give me that total number of radiance.
for 26. Did you hear me?
Yes. 26. It is on its last fighting legs. But it's not looking to flee. It's going to fight till death. That being said, Shavik, it is your turn.
I'm gonna come finish homeboy off. Okay, well I did that, but here. Actually no. I'm right next to the paladin. Gonna come here, and then just gonna keep attacking them. Uh,
23
for 9, 12.
That does it.
They
There you go.
they can. How, I don't know.
That's what I figured. That does it.
And there's a giant box somewhere floating here.
It's just hex.
Oh, okay, okay. As soon as he does that, he'll pull out one of the in his one of the stakes in his claw hands. And he's gonna look to Ezekiel and he's just say, "You have to end it. There's no coming back from this. Just let her rest." And then that'll be his turn.
Okay. Basilica still holding on to the Ravenloft symbol. Ravenkind.
Yeah, I'm still holding on.
Okay.
But seeing this creature is dead, I'll just dodge at this point. Like,
Okay.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh wait. Yeah, Ramirez then.
I will walk over to Jeremy and grapple. And remember that I can grapple twice because I have extra attack.
Go for it.
So, first attempt to grapple, and that should be at advantage because I am big and I have grapple. So, 14.
Natural 1.
Okay, so I will basically grapple and then pin to the ground. And turn to Ezekiel. What are you gonna do?
Thank you.
Ezekiel, help me. Help me. Hold on to your promise.
Help her by ending this pain that she's
Out
in.
of character question. Can vampires be good?
Can vampires be good? Yes.
They can.
Yes.
Okay. I could try casting Ceremony on him. Wait, I think that's... I touch one willing creature whose alignment has changed. Yeah.
What's the casting time of ceremony?
I think it's 1 hour.
It's also an app.
Yeah.
It's an app.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be small in a couple, like a minute or less.
Casimir holds off his action. I'm going to take the other creature out of combat because at this point it's just still fleeing. Ezekiel, it is your turn. What do you do?
Right, and then deactivate the sword.
And I am effectively holding her in such a way that if Ezekiel wanted to attack, it is as easy as possible.
Gonna tie her arms behind her back with the ropes.
Okay.
And I'll bind her legs too.
Okay.
Ezekiel, is this something you wish to try to? Do you wanna try to break her curse? Make her good? You see,
Mirrors,
like,
you got access to a raise dead spell. If that is casted on the corpse of a vampire, is it does it work? Does a 10-day limit count from the moment the vampire died, or from the moment that they died as a human?
Can you not tell me? We would have to take it on faith.
out of character, it doesn't work.
Oh, of course not. Ramirez doesn't know that.
Said one of these ambers is a way to bring someone back to life. We need to find it. I need to.
You do realize that that's going to be used for Petrina first. Is Casimir's objective? Bring back the Dusk Elves. Give us them a chance.
Person can use them, can't they? It's not like we're the only person who have ever walked into the temple and accepted these dark gifts before.
Yeah, gifts
I suppose
can be offered once and over again.
that is true.
Well, now you're willing to use these gifts. We've been in here this whole time.
Suppose everyone has a breaking point.
You ask me. And no offense, but it seems selfish. Use these powers to finally end this curse. We could take it this fight to Strahd and end everyone's suffering. But that curse, or whatever it is that you're gonna hold.
Ezekiel,
So what? She comes back then.
if you do that, we should resolve this now. Bring power that Casimir talked of requires only the body. We should say goodbyes and put her out of her misery for now. And then you can accept the deal and bring her back if you wanted to. The longer we
Isn't
let
she
her,
already like this? We can't just.
I will look at the
I can't just make the
clearly
deal as she is.
struggling. I will look at the clearly struggling person.
She's not struggling, even though the effects of the symbol for kind are slowly dwindling away. At this point, she, hands bound, feet bound, kneeling before you, she looks, eyes locked at Ezekiel, but she's not struggling to escape.
Okay. I suppose. Well, if you want to, you may go ahead and touch the amber, except that which you refuse to use for others to use for yourself.
If Vampire was to even offer such a gift, it'd be...
It's not Vampire who offers it.
Well, whoever it is.
Bringing back the dead is Zadoon.
Maybe...
What did you say the name was again?
Zadoon. That is who Casimir seeks. That is who that is a large part of the reason we're at this temple. Speaking of that, I will...
Out of character, can we write that down?
I mean...
I got it somewhere.
I mean, maybe you are right, Ezekiel. We found you in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. And just by you traveling with us, we found Naomi. Maybe it's the Morning Lord telling us that we are destined to bring her back. That she may have some information, but only if your soul is strong enough to hold the corruption that it brings back
Naomi,
a long.
Naomi, Naomi was our party. If we can, if I can heal her, if I can bring her back, she would be more useful than any other corrupted gift this place has to offer. And I will touch this amber.
Okay,
Yeah.
you touch one of the 3 embers. As we put that on pause.
I'll
Your
cast Aura Vitality, sorry.
okay. Oh,
But-
I had to handle one thing at a time here. You already touched it. You're
Yeah.
mentally transported, Ezekiel, elsewhere. You see a dark field of dead grasses and twisted, dying trees. Littering the ground are thousands of pale, shriveled corpses, their bodies torn, pierced, and drained of all blood. Tens of thousands of enormous black bats, each one the size of a small dog, hangs from the branches of the trees, their eyes fixated upon you. Beneath this enormous black Gulthias tree that looms far above the rest crouches a monstrous humanoid with 2 long bat-like wings that extend beyond its arms, a pair of bat-like ears, and a gaping maw of teeth that culminate in a pair of enormous fangs. It crouches upon the ground rather than standing, its flesh pale, blue, tinged grey, and its mouth and face dripping with blood. Crimson stains mark the flesh of its chest and arms, and in long wicked claws from which blood oozes without end. Like a beast, it skulks the darkness, skulking you. Do you remain here?
Is that what it says to me? Or are you asking me?
I'm asking you, dare you remain here? This place is wrong, you have your paladin senses and such going off in all the wrong directions. Do you stay here? Do you linger?
I will say, speak your name. Dark One.
That all depends, says a rather posh, almost familiar voice. Then it changes again to that of Naomi's. What would you call me, dearest? As you hear these voices, the creature's mouth does not move. It just hangs agape, dripping with blood. But it's looking at you and cocking its head with the voices. And then another voice. That of Javik. I am that which comes at the end of all things. And the voice changes again, that of Vasilka. I am the one truth. And all the while, the voice keeps changing and changing and changing.
You're not like the others who are so eager to offer their name and gift.
Many seek power, few deserve it.
Heard that one before. I'm not looking for power.
You ask me my name.
Some call me Death.
But you may call me the vampire.
Ezekiel actually laughs when he hears that. Sort of to himself. Not like mockingly, but he's sort of like laughing at himself. He's like, the moment he stops looking for this guy, because what he wanted to do the entire time, they reached into the Amber Temple, was like, find this guy as quickly as possible, do what they needed to do, and then get out. And as soon as he has something else that he wants to do, he finds this guy.
The creature continues skulking about.
You're the one who gave Strahd his power of undeath, his vampirism.
Ooh. As you say the word Strahd, the sky itself flares red. and he doesn't say much, but you can feel like a very dark affirmative. I am.
I want to undo his gift, undo the hold that he has over.
And how do you plan to do that?
What was the deal he made with you? How can it be undone?
There must always be a vessel. One replaces the other. It cannot be undone. I cannot be undone. You enter my domain, seeking answers to my own demise. You will not find them here, Paladin. At this moment, like all the bats begin to sort of surround you, a moving swarm of black skittering things across the floor. You're not safe here. You're not welcome. You have mere moments before the attack. Wheeling yourself out of that vision, you feel yourself stuck, unable to leave. Roll me a wisdom check.
Oh shit!
You're not going anywhere, Paladin. You are my plaything now.
Yikes.
What do we have there? You're not leaving.
8.
Those of you watching Ezekiel's body in the material realm drop unconscious and a wisp of darkness sort of fuse with his essence inside, you can see through the semi-opaqueness of this ember for the first time there's something different about this vestige. It is so much more free, so much more influencing around this temple. You can see this scene beyond, and it's like looking through a fogged up mirror. You can see Ezekiel trying to turn, and then as he's wheeling himself away, all you meet is like an invisible wall, and you guys hear the impact of a gauntlet hand against the ember. As it seems to be stuck in there. You are not going anywhere. And the creatures swarm his form. As you're trying to say something more, the creatures swarm you. You can feel their bites, you can feel the pain, the horror, the last moments of self. And then the visage in the amber sarcophagi mutes to full opaqueness, disappears. Ezekiel's body gasps to life, a sprout of blood shooting up from your mouth as you take a total of some psychic damage. Waking from this nightmare vision, feeling absolutely drained. Take 23 psychic damage and you have 1 level of exhaustion upon yourself.
What's that to do?
Ezekiel's like, as he returns to the mortal plane, it's just like coughing a bit, and he's like holding his head, looking ill. He goes, wasn't who I was looking for. It was who we were looking for. It was them.
Dr. Zavik.
Wasn't happy to see me.
Well, Dr. Zavik, you want to hold her near me while I go in?
I'd rather stake her, but sure.
Well.
All you get back, Chef, is just like, get back.
Do you say that it's vampire, Ezekiel? Do you say that?
Yes, I said it's vampire. It's who we were looking for.
This Basilica. Are you going or am I? I'm already somewhat like him.
We can both go. There's no reason for it.
I'm
Not going alone.
I will touch the ember.
With what intention?
With the intention of asking to replace. Asking to match. To challenge Strahd.
There's sarcophagus, nothing happens. There's no wisp inside. It is completely opaque.
Recalling from memory, was this wasn't the one?
No.
Yeah. It had to be a false one. Or something of Trix.
Well, that didn't work.
What do you mean, Nick? Sorry?
Well, if we recall from the memory in the tome, I remember they were facing a southern wall. I can't remember the map exactly, but it seemed like there was more of like a grand,
Yeah.
like not shrine, but it just felt like more like ornate carvings, and it was a lot more fancier. Granted, this is probably like super old and deteriorated, but I don't think that
it
was the
was
real
a lot more
vampire.
fancy.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably
It's
wouldn't stand the test of
possible for
time.
there to
But
be. You think it's possible for there to be fake amber?
Yes.
I'll look to Casimir.
I imagine they don't have to be truthful either, even when they're trying to bargain
Yeah.
beer.
Because Vampire was definitely in the south.
But
Bastards.
Well,
did it offer anything to you, Ezekiel?
It didn't offer me a single thing. It took forever for it to tell me its name. And then it told me it was
Like every vestige here is seeking to share their corruption or their hold on this land, but not this one. And
I said that.
so
It was very
maybe
cryptic when I first got there.
this is a fake placed by Strahd, so we don't reach to it, or a safety measure made by the wizards from the temple.
perhaps. Well, I'll turn to Casimir. Any chance you know which of these would be his dune? Or else we best just
I
try
was
them.
simply waiting for you all to be finished with quite big actions. The thing I seek, it is here before me, and he points toward the south sarcophagi.
I was just about to go and touch that.
Feel free. I will not stop you. I'm simply preparing for myself for what's ahead, and you can see he's sort of leaning against the remnants of one box, sort of in meditation, letting you guys figure things out now that we're in safety and preparing for something.
if we're all able to go through and experience this, then Zavik's definitely not going to hold Naomi.
You let go of her, and she's still in her binds, her restraints, and she's simply kneeling, head down. She's breathing very steadily. I mean, now and then kind of shooting you a side glance of hatred, the mention of staking her, but doesn't look like she's going to run. That's going to be her death if she tries.
Touch the amber.
I will say, one, before you do, one thing we should probably do is probably discuss what our plan is for this. We need to bring back Trina. We need a sort of way to get to Strahd and take him on, right? Question is, are we planning on delaying at all and resting before we go after him? Once we bring back Petrina.
Once we bring back Petrina, I care not what you do. Your purpose will be fulfilled, and so will mine. It will be in her hands. My people's fate. Your people's fate. I would have served my purpose. And seems very serene at this moment. Blanking his mind, meditating it away. At peace that he's reached this far, but...
Well, we did do surprisingly well against those traps. But this is kind of it. The end game.
Yes, whatever you say. Ezekiel, I would only warn you that should you wish to commune with this entity, your attitude, messing with these gods, though you dismiss them, will only end in your ruin should you continue to do so. I suggest if you wish to truly fulfill that which you're trying to do, when he points toward the vampire spawn behind him. A degree of respecting these entities would do you more good. But
Sort
know
of
that
clenches his teeth.
the price is
Says,
high.
I'll take what you say into consideration.
If this is the last time I see you,
Okay.
for what it's worth, I appreciated your battle valor. Goodbye, Paladin. And he just looks away, letting you touch Amber, if you would.
I'm gonna, before I touch the Amber, I'm gonna pick up Naomi and take her, like, here.
Is this
Because I'm
our
guessing.
dance, darling?
Because I'm gonna.
Our wedding dance at last. Like promised. Oops. Naomi just vanishes from fucking existence. That's fine. That's actually a piss off. I hope I didn't lose a forever good thing. Yes. Sorry.
I'll place her down by, like, just leaning against the wall and then hold her hand as I touch the Amber. Because I'm guessing that I have to be touching the corpse of whoever I want to be bringing back.
Okay. Your
And
body...
holding her hand, I will.
Okay. You feel your mentally transported elsewhere once more. You, and you alone, find yourself in a dark tomb. The walls lined with twisted engravings of undeath and sacrilegious, profane arcana rites. A pair of pedestals carved from enormous powder white bone hold a pair of objects. One is an ancient grimoire bound in a human skin. The other, a small metal box inscribed with hundreds of intertwining concentric arcane symbols. Between the pedestals stands a towering, undead figure whose flesh has decayed and shriveled, leaving its features sunken, twisted, and sagging. 6 circles have been carved into the flesh of its bare scalp, and its eyes glow a dim, distant crimson. On a loop of platinum chain links around its neck, it wears a simple amulet forged of platinum, bearing a purple gem at its center. As you take in your surroundings, you notice 2 things. 1, Naomi is not with you. 2, judging from the description of Jadoon that you've received, your character at least received before, it being a corpse start. This place is just all sorts of wrong, out of place. Somebody has messed with the sarcophagus. This is not Jadoon. Or at least not as it was described. But that being said, do you stay?
No, I will leave.
You return, and though you are on the ground prone, you're still holding Naomi's hand, and she's gently stroking it. A small, lingering memory still there behind her eyes.
I'll stand up, look to Casimir and the others, say that wasn't Shazooned. I didn't stay long enough.
Really now?
You're free to check for yourself.
Casimir seems at odds with this and just looks around. But I was sure it would be here. This is what she has shown me. Yeah.
You know, continue.
You just said that this is what Patrina has shown him. Something is wrong here. Somebody has messed with sarcophagi positions. Somebody had time to mess with sarcophagi positions.
I think somebody moved the ambers around.
I'll approach to Naomi and violently I'll press it against the wall and holding the symbol of Ravenkind and casting light on it just to try to intimidate her. I'll ask what they did to the ambers. Where are the other ones? Where are the blue vampire? Did you the seer?
Roll intimidation.
Intimidation.
Yep.
I'm going to position myself between Ezekiel and Naomi.
She looks onto Ezekiel and just says, "Darling, you will let them slay me like this? Treat me like this?"
I don't have to slay you. You have information I want. What did you lot do here? I have no problem if Ezekiel wishes to
Look,
save you. I want information first, though. Ezekiel, you go test the other Ember for Zadoon. I'd have a conversation with...
Ramirez, she's a victim in this. She didn't move the embers.
She was here in waiting. Waiting for us to arrive. Or someone, I should say.
Oh.
To that end, even if she
know
didn't move them, she
that we were
saw
here.
what happened. Didn't you?
Well, Ramirez saying that,
You're-
I'll cast detect thoughts to see what memories are coming to her mind.
Come now, you wouldn't want to disappoint your, I'll turn to Ezekiel, husband? Or just fiance at this point?
BRB. Hey man, you there? Okay. Where am I? You here?
Is it girl or was it me? Okay.
No, I think Discord just crashed for a moment there. That was weird. You
Okay.
cast detect thoughts on her. Surface thoughts, right? What does that entail again?
Anything that she's thinking at this point, it will come to my mind. If I try to proceed deeper, she got an intelligence save, but I'm not doing it that yet.
It's a wisdom saving throw, right?
No wisdom saving throw, just straight see it. Let me read the parts. The wisdom saving throw, if it's I try to see into her mind.
What is most on her mind right now? Okay. What is most on her mind right now? Is that if she makes any wrong move, in this little game that you guys are playing, that's gonna be the end of her, and she did not serve Strahd this long to die here. Her surface thoughts being that of her own safety and trying to play this game long enough without giving anything away. But she's absolutely not intimidated by you guys. You are hiding behind a trinket. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. Then I'll go deeper. Wisdom saving throw. This is 16.
Okay.
And I get insight on her reasoning, if anything, emotional state, and something that looms larger in her mind.
21.
She passed. The spell, I think, ends.
The spell ends, and not only that, but you feel that she actively blocked it with her own spellcasting. This vampire is no mere spawn. It is a spellcaster.
Okay.
Alright, let's go back. Okay, let's go back here. Ooh, I unfortunately have to restream things, but that's fine.
Okay.
And then we have my camera real quick. Okay, should be golden. So with that information in mind, Ivan, first of all, do you act, knowing what just happened?
No, I'm not gonna cast fire on her.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a bluff.
She just turns away from Ezekiel for a moment and looks towards you, and there's a little smirk at the edge of her face. Let's try. Out of my head, you. And then just eyes glancing toward the floor, just waiting for you guys to come to a decision.
You're going to tell me what I want to know. Ezekiel, you said go over to the other Ember and check it. You don't want to be here for this.
No, I think I do.
Okay. Well. Whoever was it that left you lot here to guard this temple? And how long have you been here?
The only one who commands us, and as long as required.
As long as required, you say. Come now, you can answer better than that.
I really can't. And then she spits like just a throat full of blood toward your chest. It is an active attack. Do what you want, but it is an active attack of a Constitution saving throw against you. You save against it, taking half of 16. 8 necrotic.
Should not have had advantage, but I'll take voltage and drive it slowly into her.
No.
Good luck with that.
So Ezekiel, you're stopping me?
Relax. Yes. I'm grabbing your hand with the blade in it.
I'd sooner die than betray my master. You should have taken my offer, Ezekiel. We could have been together forever.
She doesn't care about you.
She's
You
been
don't
corrupted
make it.
by darkness and shadow. This isn't her.
Yes. Yes. It isn't. You should get rid of her.
She can be cured.
I was cured. Can't you see that, darling? We were
have to
all
find
cured.
source.
All of those you left behind. We were shown our true purpose. If you would not see that, and me, turn me to ash. But you will not receive answers here.
I didn't want to leave anyone. You were all dead. I didn't foresee this.
You left us
This
because you didn't join us in death.
Did the same thing happen to Henry?
You will get no answers from me. You will be tortured by the unknown. She takes chances to take pleasure from this.
We have to find Zudin. Do not harm her.
It's just getting time. Let's keep moving. We'll find them. But vampires. Let's take the head of that one. And I point to the first one we kill. And just hammer it down.
Destroy it. And I stomp on the thing's skull.
I'll break the head of another one. No, it will give us answers after this.
It stops the. I want to cast Speak to the Dead with it. Dude!
You said to break it.
That's funny. Alright.
He said chop it off.
Guys, I'm going to have to call it here. It's 9:30 on my end.
Yeah,
I think we can take even in our peach session, and I'll have more time to give you better answers. We sort of improvising on the spot for questions that are sort of out of left field a little bit. In our peach, I'll be able to provide better answers. But I mean, I won't be able to provide answers to why would she give away information that she's not privy to. I mean, if she's serving Strahd and all that. That being said, fun. That being said, fun session. I just need to call it here because I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I need to as well.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. Really exciting stuff. Where the fuck are they? I was not.
You gave Strahd 3 days to prepare the Amber Temple, and I was like, even Casimir's information is useless at this point. Even the visions it was provided by Petrino were from back then, so it's kind of like, Strahd always attacks for position of advantage.
I think I have a way of finding it.
Do it
because I think I have.
Yeah.
Because, spell slots, they're expensive.
This place is meant to drain you, especially with the path you guys are taking. It's just that I'm sitting here. I'm like, I don't have at 9:30. I don't have the energy to give this the full attention it requires. So,
agreed.
No worries.
Yeah. So at this
it's
point,
good.
We'll pick that up from fresh, and that'll give me time to sort of adjust to all the branching paths you guys took here and whatnot. I mean, sorry for Lorian for psyche damaging and exhausting your character, but you were literally like, Ah, yes, Dark Vestige. What is a way to destroy you? And he was like, all right, cool. You're in my domain now. We're playing this game, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what it means to remove Strahd's powers to destroy him?
I'm glad you're catching up now.
Okay. I would have just fought him if I knew that.
Who's
Without
Ezekiel?
even
Yeah,
asking.
fight him 1-on-1. See how that ends. All right.
Yeah, that's something I'm not sure. Like, if they only move Sudung or also Vampire. So I'm confused on that side. I'll get more answers next session, I guess.
Jadun is separate. Jadun is no. You can get answers now because this is something I've been telling all campaign. Jadun's death, the corpse star, is just one of the many vestiges that are in this Emperor temple that just so happened to be Casimir's thing that he was seeking.
Yeah, but what
It has nothing to do with
know that
Strahd.
part. No, I know that. But is this the amber with touch? Was it vampire or only the one of Sudung is missing?
This is
Or
vampire.
all of them are missing?
This was vampire, hands down. Here, as like if you know, this
Okay,
was
surely.
hands down unnamed vestige, and this one is not touched yet because I don't have the focus for it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, if it's vampire, we're gonna kill it next session. Okay, guys, be ready for it.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I brought a magic circle for something. Okay, guys, we are gonna use it.
You think you're going low on spell slots? I'm over here with casting. We're like, I guess magic missile. I guess.
I'll ritual cast something, guys. Don't worry. Identify to know who are we killing.
Okay. Well, I gotta drop off. Bye.
Yeah, me too, guys.
Later.
See you in the chat.
In the chats.
Like,
Good night.
Take care. Thanks, Sam. Was pretty fun.
I hope so. I'm sorry if I'm a little low energy tonight. It's just it's whatever. It's just me.
No, don't worry. And I had like the tech problems that really took me off. Like, I'll see the videos to see what rooms we saw or if we didn't saw any. Because we're still missing the Shield Guardian thingy. It will be a shame leaving this place with having the opportunity to buy it.
Okay.
I say buy it.
Figure it out.
See you later, guys.
See ya.